Tell the music. What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? Great to see you. Great to have you in our heart and shit. Joey D is here with the Flying Jew. Steve Simone fucking delivering the goods tonight at midnight. What's the name of the CD?
Remember This.
Are you fucking kidding me or what? Remember This, cocksuckers. Available on iTunes tonight. Don't fuck around. Canada, Russia, Scandinavia, Berlin, Finland, all you motherfuckers, we're coming together like NATO. And we're going to fucking get Steve Simone CD tonight because we're fucking on. What's up with you there, Johnny Weddings?
Oh, no, the wedding was fine. I had a fucked up last 24 hours, but everything else is good.
What do you think?
What?
What did I tell you? Everything that could happen goes wrong on those fucking no picking up cash trips.
Yeah.
That's why there's no such thing as a no picking up cash trip in
That's
your heart
true.
ever again.
I got a free steak out of it.
Yeah, I got a free steak out of it. 12 fucking miles, $2,000, a car, a tuxedo. You look like a fucking penguin.
I
saw
look
the
good in
pictures.
that
Where's the
tuxedo.
pictures?
I don't know. Whenever they come out from the photographer,
Jesus Christ, like a fucking.
I look good in the tux. I don't care what you say.
like
I'm going to buy one.
Tuxedo. Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do with it?
Wear it here.
Wear it to 24-hour fitness.
Hell
I'm a
yeah.
Stairmaster cocksucker. There he is.
Fuck yeah.
Leave it. You should wear a tuxedo at 24-hour fitness. Fuck with people.
That'd be awesome.
30 days.
Just every day. I love it.
Every day. Just we'll dry clean it. We'll take it to the Chinese guy over here in fucking Burbank. Remember when fucking Chinese people owned dry cleaners and those fucking laundry joints? When I was a kid, you bring them T-shirts, like my T-shirts. They look like shit. These gray ones, I got 25 of them. So you just throw them away as they go. But like white T-shirts, there's nothing more comfortable.
Yep.
Than a white T-shirt.
You got them starched? You got them dry cleaned?
Right to the Chinese guy. Starch your underwear, folds them, boxes, tremendous.
Perfect.
My dad used to do the jeans.
You can't even take if you piss, you fucking drown in your piss because you're not going to take your dick out. You got to pull them down because the Chinese
Starch.
guys, they'll starch that fucking cotton. That's a crease, Jack, to a Chinese guy. Are you kidding me or what? But I used to take my mom, right on 88th Street, right down the stairs around the corner. You just dropped off your shit that next day, and that night you came back, no ticket, no fucking laundry, okay? $2 if you lose the ticket. Everything, towels, sheets, your sheets smell tremendous. They'd iron your sheets, your pillowcases, fucking everything.
That's awesome.
Everything. Your T-shirts look like, when you take these cotton T-shirts, they're supposed to last a long time. They will, unless you smoke dope like me and you get holes in them and you spill shit. They're white.
My grandfather was a dry cleaner for his entire life.
He owned a dry cleaner?
For a while, yeah.
It's a great fuck. I love them. I love the smell of those places.
Me too.
I love it in there.
I just don't know how much
My
it's
mother
supposed
had
to
a dry
cost.
cleaner when I was a kid. What's that?
I don't know how much it's supposed to cost to get stuff dry cleaned.
$4 for like a nice shirt, to keep it alive.
They charged $14 for the suit. Did I get ripped off?
No, that's it.
That's what it costs.
That's 14, and they take the stains out, and they take that ass smell out of your fucking jeans.
Oh my god!
And your jeans look nice. They iron them with, it's nice. It's a different life. You got to have time to, like here, it's an hour out of your day to drop off clothes.
Yep.
So that's somewhere else like New York City, you could
Right
walk
there on the
right down the
corner.
block.
Yep.
So that's the differences. So I don't want people to think that it's just the differences.
Yeah.
I miss all that shit. Just dropping shit off.
I still drop it off because it was more for when I had a full-time day job. I just didn't want to spend a day during my only 2 days off doing it.
Yeah.
But now I found a place over here that does it for $1 a pound. I'm like, why am I going to spend
And they
all
fold
day?
your underwear?
Yeah.
What if you have the nice skid fucking mark in there, which I know you do? You disgusting.
Sometimes I have to make a decision. Sometimes I'm like, am I going to put this in? Or am I going to throw this away?
You don't spray shot in those fucking panties of yours?
No.
It's got skid mark and ball sweat. They're all yellow.
Almost all my underwear are dark colors.
You got that yellow juice sweat that cringes around the nutsack, and the nutsack gets hard, right? You take your undies off. You don't change them. You
my
wear those
nutsack never gets hard.
in the nuts in the cotton ball. Like when you take them off, you don't need an athletic cup. Your underwear is becoming because you only fucking bathe once a day. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Only once a day.
Oh, that's right. And I know you. I know you put those dirty undies back on.
No.
I know you. You're Jewish.
No, that's
You
one
give
thing
an
about.
extra day
Look,
out
if
of
you
them.
come to my house, I have about 30 pairs of underwear because I change at least twice a day.
The undies?
That's one.
Yeah,
that's
that's
one thing because I only do shower once a day, but I love clean underwear. It's like when I packed for this 3-day trip, I brought like 10 pairs of
You look
underwear.
at your underwear on your nutsack. Are they yellow in the underwear?
I have dark colored underwear just in case I have a
Do you
skin
have
mark.
dark color?
Fuck yeah.
You bad mother. This guy is a fucking evil genius.
There have been some times where the skid mark's been too big. I just throw it away. I'm like, I can't give this to somebody.
I'm not a skid mark guy. I'm just a pea stain type of motherfucker. I got the turtleneck, so it drips. It always holds that little last drop of pee.
You never can shake it enough.
I'm walking away, I can feel it dropping down my leg. I'm like, you
Son of a
motherfucker.
bitch.
Now I gotta go to jiu-jitsu. When the guy gets to get an arm bar, he smells piss. I smell like a fucking cat. You know what I'm saying?
And don't you have white gis? So do you ever have a yellow stain on your gi?
No, I don't wear white gi to that place because I had a blue gi that was perfect. I've been wearing down there, and then Johnny Guerrero's boy in Denver gave me a fucking nice gi that fits me perfect. I wear down there.
Okay.
I just pulled it inside my wife. My wife just washed it this morning.
Nice.
We hang them up to dry. I like my fuck. I went to jiu-jitsu again today. My knee feels good.
That's
I
awesome.
went to 3 jiu-jitsus last week. You know, I was having a hard time. It's really weird. You gotta really be careful of what you wish for. You know, when you meet a young comic and they move to LA, the first thing they say is, I got to get on the road. You know, and I did that. When I moved here, I was very fortunate. I was in with John Yoder. I was in with the Improvs. And even though I was featuring, some places were co-headlining me. Some small companies were headlining me. I always had work. And I would go out for 6 months at a time. You know, I would go out. I would leave November and come back in April and then leave in May and come back in December.
Wow.
I was a fucking savage.
Like you were gone that whole time?
That whole time. Wow. I would just send clothes home to Josh Wolf.
Wow.
I would send boxes home every month. I would buy new clothes, and once the bag filled up, I would alternate clothes, underwear, throw away socks, go to a Walmart. That's why Walmart's a fucking the king. Gotcha. You get a wardrobe like fucking Slim Jim Magoo. Had a wardrobe on the Marshalls. You go to Texas. You know, Texas is for fat people. When you go to Houston, you go to Marshalls, they sell 2X, but they're really 19X. It fits every fat dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like that.
great.
When you go to 2X here, it's fucking 2X. Right. When you go to Tennessee to Walmart, 2X is a little loose. But pretty much they give you a skinny guy, fucking 2X. But in Texas, you got a 4X. You cut that motherfucker in half, Jack. That's going deep. That's for a 4X big black dude with that ball of fucking phobia that just sits behind his neck. You ever see those big black Mexican dudes in the South Texas and they just eat barbecue on white bread all fucking day? And you know what that is? That's shock. That's that chemical when you go into shock that shoots out of your brain to tell your body it's going to shock. When I was 418 pounds, I was starting to get that hump on my back. My wife told me, because you're starting to get it. And I watched a TV show about sleep apnea. Sleep apnea sends your body into shock. It releases, come on, guys, it releases something.
Adrenaline?
And it goes and it packs up behind your spine. So that's why those big fat guys, their bodies are always in fucking shock. At any fucking minute, they could drop. Once you start getting that fat ball on the neck, there ain't no coming back. It's like you're like the dude in the Crow. There ain't no coming back. When you see those guys that are 6'6", 500, big Mexican dudes. There was a guy in Tucson at Bugsy's, where we used to go to Tucson. The biggest guy you ever saw. And he had those things. And I saw him at the store 10 years later. He was down at 200 pounds. He goes, dog, I had a triple stroke, heart attack. My leg fell asleep.
Wow.
He goes, they rushed me to the hospital. He goes, the deal was I had to get out and it was over. Like I went from eating 10 burritos for breakfast to eating a peanut and a fucking cup of yogurt. Like it was over.
Jesus.
So he dropped 300 pounds.
Good for him.
He had to drop 300 before they did the surgery.
Oh, yeah.
That's how big he was.
Well, that was the one good thing about this weekend is I fit in the seat and I got the seatbelt totally fit.
How stressful is a situation when you sit on the plane and you pray to God that the motherfucking fits?
Because it depends. Some of the new planes would fit me before,
right?
But like the old planes were like
the old planes. I was dying.
Old planes fit me this weekend. I flew on a propeller. I flew on a propeller plane today. It was fucking terrifying. The plane was shaking. It was
bathroom in the back.
I didn't get up.
Oh,
I sat down
American
and prayed.
Eagle. That's where they send you now.
Yeah.
You cannot get a decent fucking flight, like a direct flight. Thursday, the 29th, I'm trying to fly into Columbus. There's only one direct flight. I was telling these guys, it's $786 for the first one on American. Then they usually have choice and something else. First class was $9,800. I was talking to Justin on the phone, our friend. The way back, first class was $8,600 for that early flight.
Oh my god!
Because they only have one direct flight coming from fucking from Columbus, Ohio, bro. They got people. You know why? I'll tell you something. For a while there, every time I go to Columbus, I'd see people on the plane. the most important guy I'd see on the plane is the dude from The Office.
Krasinski?
The big white dude. Yeah, Krasinski.
Okay.
He's from Ohio, from Columbus. I flew to Columbus maybe 3 or 4 times. I've flown with him on the plane 3 times. He was on the plane and I got in the beef with the guy. One time in Columbus on a Joe Rogan show, those guys went in early and I came in by myself the next day and I got in a beef on a fucking plane with some guy in front of me.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
We were eating and he laid all the way back. And when I said, can you just go up? He gave me the finger.
What?
So I pushed the fucking thing. He started arguing, but he got to the stewardess first. So when I got off, the cops were waiting for me. So
God.
But we smoothed it out. And then I saw him a year later going to Columbus. And I go, what's up, cocksucker? And he just froze. But it was too late. We were about to get on the plane. And I had been upgraded to first class, and he didn't. He was in the fucking dungeon.
It's amazing because I had an issue where my flight got canceled last night and I had to drive 3 hours. And then, of course, the car rental place charges you $200 because you're not dropping off at the same place. It's amazing how we kind of just are allowing the airlines to do this. Like, if you cancel the flight or try to change it, they charge you a few $100 and then the difference. And if they cancel it for no good reason other than no one bought the ticket, we're kind of fucked. It's amazing how we allow that to happen.
Oh, we live in some weird times, man. We live in some weird times economically where people... I'll tell you, a couple of weeks ago, I had an issue on American when the guy tried to kill himself in Chicago. And I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking knew it on Thursday. I go, this is going to be an issue on Sunday. And sure enough, Saturday night, I get that fucking call, that text, and they're like, hey, man, we cancel your flight. You know, call the airline right now to reschedule. I'm like, what do you think? And they're like, Monday at 3 in the afternoon. I go, I can't do it. They go, well, there's early morning one out of LaGuardia. I go, better yet, there's a 5:45 out of Kennedy. If you could transfer the upgrade for the first class, I'll be there at 4:45. And lady goes, done.
Nice.
I said, okay. So they took care of me, even though they canceled the flight. So it depends, you know, if you talk to them correctly or whatever. It's pretty.
Well, you have points. I have no points anywhere, so they kind of just threw me.
They still fuck with you. I was talking to my friend Robert Dubai, and he goes that United changed everything around in mid-game. He goes, I've been flying. He takes your flight the Monday morning. No, he takes the Sunday 5 from Newark, and it lands in L.A., I don't fucking know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
He's been taking that flight for 10 years, he said. And he goes, I usually go home twice a month. This guy's a trooper. He goes to fucking Jersey on Thursday night on a red-eye, gets up, fucking parties Friday, Saturday, sees his family.
That's great.
Gets food.
Yeah,
and comes right back on Sunday with a sandwich and Italian. Calls me up, Joey, I got an Italian, whatever. Said he hasn't been home from May.
Wow.
This is the longest because they raised the plane tickets and they changed the whole pricing so the upgrades are gone. So he lost his status. He goes, I didn't lose all of it, but I lost because it's now about spending dollars. When you go to get a plane ticket, like today, I went to get American, okay?
Yeah.
American has 4 prices listed. They have the base price.
Yep.
Then they have the base price. If you have to change your flight, it's already covered.
Yep.
Then they have the base price with the coverage and luggage fees.
Okay.
So instead of paying for, you could travel with 2, but they'll give you 1 for whatever. So you save $25.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and if you cancel within 7 days, it's full refundable. You don't lose $100.
The way it used to be, it's like turning back the clock.
Right.
They always used to give.
But you got to pay the full amount.
Yeah, you got to go pay for it now.
So you're paying, like, if I want to pay, if the regular ticket was $364, you got to pay $510 to get the special treatment, whatever. And then after that, first class is $9,600 to Columbus. That specific. All the other ones are $1,400. That's the first price I look at. Not because I'm going to buy a first class ticket, but that'll tell you. Last year, the flights to Miami in December were $12,000 first class.
Oh my God!
Do you think it's just because the people who buy those are using expense accounts, so like they don't think that people care?
I mean, who would buy?
I mean,
if I could pay $12,000 for a plane ticket, that means I could pay to charter a plane.
Yeah.
For 4 of us.
Probably, yeah.
I chartered a plane one time. Well, I didn't charter it. The people I was with chartered a plane. It cost us $250 a piece to fly from Aspen to Denver to see the Denver Nuggets against the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, wow.
December 29th, 1983.
Dr. J. Years.
Dr. J. Years.
Moses Malone, Andrew Toney. That was my favorite team
those
ever.
were tremendous. Yeah, 83, because 84 I was back east. So it was 83. It was, cost us $250. So it was fucking $250 a piece. We got the flyer plane. The guy let us smoke dope or something on the plane. We stayed at some Holiday Inn in Denver. It was a shit fucking hotel. People were yelling and screaming. We were told that's where the Nugget party was going to be at afterward.
Oh,
That's why we checked into that hotel. That was bullshit.
They were just trying to get you in.
They were just trying to get us in. There was nobody fucking there.
That's hysterical.
What's up, Steve Simone?
I'm loving life, Joey.
Steve Simone, how long have you been doing comedy?
14 years full time.
Is this your first CD?
Yep.
First ever?
Yep. First debut, everything.
It's amazing. It took me about fucking 14, 12 years to do something.
Right.
My first CD was fucking horrendous. I hear yours is fucking tremendous.
I'm proud of it. Lee worked really hard on it. Makes me sound good.
Lee's a fucking animal.
So
I honestly didn't do much. It was a lot of fun to work on, but no, I didn't. I cut out a couple stuff, but no, it's basically your set.
it's great.
Lee's a fan, which makes the editing process a lot easier. When somebody doesn't know you, there's so many variations of doing a CD, and that's why so many people get the finished result and go, what the
is
fuck?
this? Yep.
Because, first of all, they didn't sit in the studio with the cat.
Yep.
At least you had a relationship with him. He knew your material going in. He knew your timing.
Yeah.
He liked a lot of the bits.
Makes all the difference in the
So
world.
it makes all the difference in the world. So 14 years, what is your first CD about? What?
It's just about, it's similar to my podcast about looking back at the good times. And it's just about who I was as a kid and why I'm talking about that now. Just focusing, it's about that choice of focusing on what sucks in life or what's good in life. And I'm done focusing on what sucks. And I'm just trying to enjoy life. So I open up with a bit about Chinese food, how it's the greatest, and how it puts me in a good mood whenever I eat it. And then boom, and then I start talking about me and my brothers.
Somebody took you for Chinese food last night. Somebody in San Diego took you for Chinese
No,
food?
one of my buddies, my buddy Arturo, him and they come out and see me whenever I'm in Brea, and they pre-ordered the CD, and to celebrate, they ordered Chinese food. So he sent me a picture. It looked fantastic.
Were you raised rich?
No, I think that's probably why.
Middle class?
Yeah, that's probably why food's a big deal to me, because that was the vacation we could afford, Paycheck comes in, Friday night was pizza night. That was a big deal, just to have, to go out and sit down and have pepperoni and sit down Miss Pac-Man.
I ask
best.
you if you were born rich, because one of the things I feel I have in common with you, that we've always had in common, has been our childhood.
Yeah.
It's really weird that I lost my mother at 15, and that would make my childhood bad. Yeah. But it really didn't. That was one of the many stories. When we first started the church, about 3 months in, I got a really hurtful email. Somebody sent me an email and said, I tried to listen to your fucking thing, but I thought it was going to be about social politics and whatever. Huh. It's called the Church of What's Happened Now, and you talk about your past. And I wanted to describe to people my past, because that's what molds you.
Absolutely.
That's what makes you say the shit that comes out of my mouth when me and Lee are alone, or we're giggling here, or whatever. It's so weird how I had a really good time growing up. There's times at night I catch myself giggling.
Yeah, me too.
At something stupid of my friend Roger, or when I talk to you, you're one of the few people that really had a fucking good time growing up. You caught the tail end of kids in your block.
Absolutely.
Going to people's houses, wrestling, breaking a window, getting in trouble. Not with the police, but there's a different type of trouble. There's police trouble, like you're a stupid fuck at 12.
Right.
Because I never had police contact till I was fucking 18 or something, 16, for a fight or something. But before that, there was no reason for police contact. No. Unless you threw an egg. What the fuck are the cops going to do to you? They're not going to arrest you for throwing an egg. They're going to chase you down and make you get against the wall, and you got to piss your pants. And you really let you know what kid's already fucking fags growing up. He did it. He made me do it. That kid is done the next day. Like, he has to transfer schools if he grew up in my neighborhood. Like, that's it. Like, that really let you know what kids were punks or, know, whatever. So I cherish my childhood. I look at my daughter and I go, I hope that she laughs a half as much as I did growing up, because that's what it means to be a kid.
It's everything.
And that's what it means to when you're 30 and you're fucking in a shit job and you're in a shit relationship on the bus on the way home.
Yep.
You think of that time with your brother when you hit him in the head with the light socket.
Exactly.
And he got stitches and you bandaged him up and talked him out of yelling for mom.
Exactly. Hit me now. Hit me now.
Oh God. And that kind of trouble is almost worse. Like when your mom is gonna get mad, or like wait till your dad gets home. I used to do that all the time. You hit me, you can hit me,
Hit me now.
and then it's fine. And then you
Let's
can
even
get
it
in trouble.
out. Let's settle it before the authorities are involved.
And that's the great thing about your CD is the jokes are funny, but like during it, during the Chinese food bit, I'm listening, but I'm also remembering me going to Chinese food and my dad being like, "Stop playing with your chopsticks. Stop fighting." And then the poo poo platter. It's all
The best stuff in life.
yeah.
You don't need $1 million to have a good time. Like, I think that's the whole bullshit of this city. And I go, it's not where you are, it's who you're with. And it's the little things in life. And, you know, to me, the best stuff in life, it's your relationships. It's who you're friends with, becomes your family. And then the good times you share with them. That's it. Everything else comes and goes. It doesn't matter what you drive, what you wear. It's all bullshit. But like this right now, it's the most fun ever. We're just hanging out. There's nothing better than that.
When I was in Miami, one of my buddies showed up and we started talking shit. He was asking me if I remember the day. When I went to McKinley School, the grammar school, I had 3 hangouts. I had my mother's bar, that neighborhood, so I hung out with those kids. I hung out with the kids in the 26th Street projects in North Bergen. Then I hung out with the kids by my house on 38th Street. The projects were a step down, but there was always good action.
Lots of laughs.
There was always fucking good fucking action.
What is action? Like fights or?
Action is action. There's shit going on.
Some
that
life.
doesn't-
It's happening.
It's happening. you know?
Yeah, I get
These
that.
kids had fun.
Yep.
So Alberto Ali had a brother,
What a great name.
Juan Ali, Cuban kid, and it was really ale. It was spelled ale. Juan Ali had a brother, Alberto Ali. Juan Ali was the brains of the operation. Alberto was just a fucking moron. Like he was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
But you could tell this kid was going to struggle in life. He just had a permanent smile. You could hit him in the head,
He was Pinky.
and he had a permanent smile. Like, yeah, he's pinky. He's and Juan was, when I hooked up with him, Juan was probably 13, and Alberto was probably 11, and Juan was going to hooker houses
At
the Bronx
13?
and taking Alberto with him.
Oh, my God.
And they would tell me the stories, and Alberto's face would turn red, and he'd just giggle. Yeah, she sucked it, and she washed my dick with a butt. It was fucking classic. So they lived next to Mo, Manny, and Joe.
Pep Boys?
across the street.
Mo, Manny, and Jack.
So that's always action because you try to shoplift. There's somebody leaves a fucking tool out.
What would a little kid steal from Pep Boys? You don't have a car.
A wrench. It don't matter.
It was the thrill.
It was the thrill. Thank you. It doesn't matter. If you steal a tire that's flat, that's
got it.
your day. And you try to move it. It's going to last a couple of days. It's fucking flat. And there was a place next to it that I'll never forget that I cherish. I fucking love this place. And I wish every kid lived next to this place. It was called Duratest. And they made light bulbs. But they made those light bulbs right there. You see those skinny
Like the
light bulbs?
long, skinny fluorescent
You
ones?
have no idea what war
Smashing.
is till you get hit in the head when it's like, oh, because nothing could happen to you. The glass breaks just by tapping the shoulder. But there's a white powder in it that just releases.
Gets in your eye.
All those motherfuckers
Wait.
got cancer today. All those motherfuckers got it.
Steal light bulbs and hit each other with them?
So they dump them in the garbage can.
Weapons.
So at fucking 5:01, Alberto jumped the fence. Alberto, vete para allá, brinca la cerca. And Alberto would jump the, está bien, boss. And he would jump the fence, barbed wire, alarms and shit. He didn't give a fuck. And they would start handing over these things. We'd take, you could carry 10 of them each. We'd take them, put them down, you ready? And we'd just go to fucking sword fights with each other. Sometimes they were 3 feet long. Sometimes they were 6 feet long. And you just smashed each
That's
other.
awesome.
But they also had light bulbs. Right, they also
Hear
had,
the pop?
so what you did was you figured out a way to snap the top a little bit, and you could unscrew the top. And one day I took a rock, like a little rock and put it in there, and I just wanted to see.
See what would happen.
And I threw it off the roof, and all of a sudden I hit, and I look over, and I hit, Wong. He's looking for his brother. It was Alberto, the retarded
You
one.
mean grenades?
I don't know what it was. I fucking blasted him with this rock. Once the rock was the momentum in the light bulb, and once it hit him in the fucking head, he had like I'll never forget, he had a bump, like it hit him right here, and he had a bump, it was bleeding a little bit, but it had swole up. In the middle was a pus ball already, mixed with blood.
You got to tell him it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. You're all right.
And he kept saying, "Who threw it? Who threw it?" I don't know. There was 18 motherfuckers there. And it was me. Like 3 guys knew it was me. And that's the best when one of your friends get hurt and you want to laugh because it was fun. Like he takes a spill down the stairs or something.
I'm the worst at that. I laugh whenever anyone falls.
Oh.
I have a story with my brother that he'll tell for the rest of time. A babysitter took us to the movies, and it had a big staircase going up. We see a old lady walking up. We look away. We hear, this old lady fell down all the stairs, and I had to run into the theater, howling, laughing. Other people went to help. I was like maybe 8. I just started laughing. I had to run away.
The last 10 years, the best one was when Ralphie May fell in Bert Kreischer's backyard and took down the fucking kid table with the chairs, the flowers.
It was like a kid's birthday party or something?
It was afterward that night, and they had a little kid table out there for little kids. And we walked around there. Ralphie walked down that dark, took 2 steps, and just fell to that fucking, like a stunt man. He went right to that fucking table.
The fall guy.
And he just laid there. And we were like, "Ralphie, you okay?" And I'm just holding it. It's in my stomach. I can't breathe. I can't do nothing. I'm just like, he gets up. He's like, "It's all right, dude. I didn't see it," and all this shit. I'll pay for it tomorrow. Everything. He broke the silverware. He broke everything. It was like a fucking bomb in the village. There was nothing left.
When somebody falls but they don't get hurt, that's one of the best laughs in life.
Oh my God. But you can't. I couldn't laugh.
You're not then,
And then
no.
when we got in front of Bert's house, he wanted to talk about his schedule, how he's selling tickets, and I'm dying to laugh. We were going, all right. I gave him a hug. I got in the car. I made a right-hand turn, another right, and I had to pull over in front of Jack in the Box. And I called Bert Kreischer, and he was laughing in his living room. And I'm like, "Is that the best thing you ever saw in your life?"
I remember once I was doing like one of these asshole events where I was getting paid a couple $100 to like help park cars or whatever. And in one of those events, they always have people that want to be in charge, and they take it way too serious. It's like, this is nothing. Please don't make a big deal. And there was this lady just giving everybody the business, like walking around, making sure everybody was doing stuff. And we weren't working for her, so she couldn't break our balls. But you could just tell she was probably a nice person, but taking it too serious. Like, who cares? Everybody's making a lot of money for doing nothing. One of those events. So she's giving this guy that's getting paid to stand with us, like it's one of those jobs where too many Indian chiefs, not enough Indians. Nobody knew what to do. So she's giving him the business for nothing. And then she's walking off. She's like doing that important walk, like, "I don't want to hear about it. You will get it done." She took 3 steps and fell off the curb. Like, she wasn't looking. She collapsed her ankle and then tried to regain it. You could see the ankle getting swollen, and you couldn't laugh. And my buddy looks at me. We just looked the other way. A good 45 seconds. She's off in the distance, and he just goes like this, "Marcy," and boom, we lost it.
Dies,
One of the best laughs I've ever had.
There's nothing better than laughing, man. There's nothing, especially when it takes you by surprise. You don't expect it. You don't. I love all that craziness. I'll pull over. I don't give a fuck. I will fucking pull over. I laugh by myself so many times. When I get stoned at night, all these cookies and all this shit I eat, it's for one thing. It's to see the devil, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's like by 9:30 to just be on the couch by myself. When I lower the volume on the TV, the mute button, and just sit there and go into like for the last month, I've been thinking about punching Freddie when we used to rob the gas station. Oh. We had a guy in the gas station that we'd rob him once a month. He was half retarded, and his wife was huge, 500 pounds, huge ankles. She'd wear fucking heels, and they'd do coke, and he'd eat her ass and shit. And they had a jacuzzi. Like, we rented a jacuzzi for the night like they were white trash. Freddie was a sweetheart.
Bragging about the jacuzzi.
Freddie was a sweetheart. He came to me and he was like, "Listen, you could mug me. And when the cops come, I'll tell them that it's a Puerto Rican guy just robbed me. So the first time I did, and he told me, the cop asked me why I wasn't bleeding. So if you rob me again, you got to make me bleed. I'm like, oh, Fred, don't do this to me. I'm like, you want me to cut you? What do you want me to do, you know? Like, what is it that you want me to do? And like 4 gas stations after that, we had like beat him up. And I felt bad. After the first time, I didn't like hitting him. That wasn't my bag, you know. But I had to like deck him and make his nose bleed.
Deck him.
Yeah. So
That's such a great old school.
So I had to like hire somebody. Like, this is how much of a pussy I was. Like, if I have a beef with you, I could hit you.
Yeah.
But this guy, Freddie, was just a victim of life. He didn't have any harm in his life except eating that fat bitch and snorting blow off her titties and shit. That's it. They had kids. They were ugly. I mean, he worked 90 hours a week to keep her in fucking high heels and, you know, like beer at night and wine and shit. And I respected that, even at that age. And I understood. And he was such a mower. He would go, you know, rob the gas station, and anything over, buy the 8 ball, and anything over 500 you could keep. Give me at least 500 for robbing me. And I got it, you know, I got it where, and I didn't care. Like, every time I'd rob him, he'd have like 1,000 on him. And I'd tell him they had 900 or whatever, and he was so retarded, the poor guy. You know, I tried to make 200-300 and whatever, and give him an 8 ball and whatever. And I would just deck him. But I would hire my friends. I was such a pussy. I would hire my friends to tackle him. Because I didn't want to hit him. I felt I couldn't do it. He was such a retard. He had no malice in his heart. So I would go, hey, you, and he would look at me in case the camera was looking. I'd have a mask on. And then I get like Louis Castellito, one of my crazy buddies, just to attack him for the small nickel, for like a yardstick, a 50, and a couple lines of blow. For a fucking 8 ball, for a fucking couple lines of blow in those days, you could get somebody to kill somebody. In the early 80s, for a gram of blow, I could get somebody to kill a motherfucker if I wanted to. I had soldiers at my disposal for a gram of blow. That was $100.
Wow.
That was $100 hard dollars when you were a sophomore in high school. So I know kids that
That's a lot of money to me now.
I know
$100.
people who were sophomores and juniors that would kill a motherfucker for a gram of blow. And I tell them, look, just come down one time, tackle him. If you like it, I'll cut you on a monthly level. And they would say, are you fucking serious? Are you that crazy? I had him. I had this other wild guy, God bless his soul. His name is Randy Mergel. This white dude was a fucking savage with clothes on. I know people from North Bergen are listening. They remember this guy was a fucking savage, white trash, badass, cool as fuck. Me and him and Roseanne D'Agostino, his brother Diag, took a bus from New York City to Seaside Heights on a hit of Red Dragon acid. Listen to AC/DC Highway to Hell.
God.
The bus driver would have to pull the bus over and go, guys, stop with the music. One more time. And as soon as he'd sit down,
Wow.
oh my God, I took him down there to tackle Freddie one time. He almost killed him with a tackle. The kid was like a tremendous football player. Didn't play football for 3 years in high school. In his senior year, he came out, he was hurting people.
Wow.
Because he was just fueled on blow and
Rage.
fucking pussy and Lincoln School. Lincoln School is where the fucking the tarts went to school. On the 3rd floor, they bring them up in fucking chains and shit. Dog, when you play them in grammar school, they take them to the games in chains and balls on their ankles.
In elementary school, so like 8.
Lincoln School was the shit, Jack.
Oh, my God.
You'd qualify, motherfucker. Oh, you going to Lincoln School? Are you on the 3rd floor? If they say, because you go by, their desks would be flying out the fucking window.
Oh, my God.
These people were crazy. But the whole area, like you had McKinley, Kennedy School. Kennedy School was predominantly Italian, white, a couple Latinos. McKinley School was a lot more Latinos, a little on the crazy side. Franklin School was dark.
Yeah.
That was on 51st Street. That was a dark elementary school. I don't even think they had a gym. Neither did us. McKinley didn't have a gym either.
Why no gym?
No gym. They built them that way. You want to play gym, you got to play gym outside.
Oh,
when
my
it snowed,
God,
you shovel.
freezing.
You got to be in shoveling.
I love how you knew that as a
Oh
little
my
kid. You're like, that's
gosh.
a dark
You
elementary
shovel
school.
and go to gym outside, dog.
Wow.
No gym till the 8th grade when I went to McKinley. We didn't have a gym. We practiced basketball at the 38th Street Park outside.
Oh, that'd be so cold.
But gym outside was awesome. Like tackle football in the snow.
Not in motherfucking December, it wasn't.
That ground gets
No,
so
you're
hard.
right. That ground gets, but there was no grass out in front.
Oh yeah,
This is just
you
concrete. I took you there. That front yard. I took him there.
It wasn't even.
Oh,
it
that must
wasn't
have been
even
awesome.
I
And
thought-
it was
I thought
wide
a yard.
open. It's wide open. There's no building in this courtyard.
You're
There's
doing a
nothing.
parking lot.
Wow.
It's a parking lot. And downstairs is where the old gym was, the lunch lady, Mrs. Sabatino.
I remember my lunch ladies too.
Every time you look at this, she give you an extra lunch sandwich.
That was the
Cocoa,
best.
Mrs. Sabatino.
Yep.
Jesus
The greatest.
Christ. And look at, I still get,
Mrs. Kaluka.
and it's not that I get more nostalgic about this shit than when I tell like drug stories about fucking mugging people, and but those things like that, like
The real good times, yeah.
McKinley, and then you had Franklin, Lincoln, but Lincoln covered a vast area, the projects, the field.
God bless you.
Thank you. Salute. It covered like a wild area, so the kids from that neighborhood were a little wilder.
Yeah.
Robert Fulton, they were a little bit nice, Italian, they were a little bit calmer.
Yeah.
That was...
God bless you. Salud.
That's my allergies. I'm getting allergies lately. It started about 3 weeks ago. I thought it was a cold coming on, but it's been allergies. So I'm making that noise. That's the noise I used to make when I was a kid, when dogs were around.
You'd snarl at them?
I would make that noise because the hair got caught in my fucking
like the
windpipe or
dander
something.
back
It
there.
would fucking go crazy,
One of the best times you called me high and laughing was when that radio personality got lost, and you were convinced that, and then the president of Israel was coming, and you were convinced that he had the cookie, and you called me already laughing.
Oh my God, I ate this cookie one day and I'm fucking wrecked in my living room. My wife was on the floor on the computer. The baby was a baby. I don't even think she was walking.
Yeah.
She was not moving because I was fucking mummified. I'm sitting in this chair. And it was something to do with Casey Kasem was lost that week. I couldn't get up to pour an iced tea. Like, I couldn't get up to pour an iced tea. I'm like, this is terrible. Then they started doing a report on TV while I was thinking about the iced tea, about Casey Kasem's been missing, blah, 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 blah. So I'm sitting there going, ooh, maybe Casey had one of these cookies. Because I know I'm a savage, and this cookie's making me fucking go crazy. Oof. If a civilian eats this fucking cookie, I can't even imagine what would happen to him. So,
And you called me howling, and then you said the president of Israel was coming because he knew about the cookies.
because he knew about
And
the
you
cookie.
couldn't even get it out. That's my favorite when you laugh like that, when you can't even get it out.
It's the best kind of laugh.
That's it.
That's the best
That's
thing in
it.
life.
When you make yourself laugh to that point, that's when you know you're onto a good joke, and that always comes late at night or early in the morning. You get this certain clarity late at night when you've laid down already and put that head on your pillow. Your mind slips in.
That's
a
true.
Premise and a tremendous tag that you got it now. Now it's all over. You giggle it, you work it out in your head, and you work it out so much in your head that you kind of wake up and you go, you know what, I'm going to write it down. You go, why would I? I'll remember this in the morning. And 10 out of 10 times,
Yeah, you don't got it.
there's no fucking way. There's that little itch under my nutsack. Sometimes you get an itch like 6-8 inches deep south, like you get like a little ingrown hair.
I got that today on the plane, but I didn't want to stick my hand down my pants.
Fuck that. I will get up and shove my hand right down my fucking pant and pull out that fucking odor of nutsack. Because once you stick your hand in, you open up your front of your pants, that nutsack rises a little bit. You'll catch it. If like your girlfriend's in the area, she'll notice that it smells like your nuts, like your girlfriend or your wife or something. Lee, what's going on with you? You over there looking at the fucking ceiling.
I'm high. You gave me the freaking edible that you gave me when Ari was here.
And what's the matter with you? You're fine. I gave you 15
You
milligrams.
did not.
The whole thing was 30, Lee.
No, it
I
wasn't.
took 20. You took maybe 12.
No. First of all, I got half of it. Second of all, there's no way
I
it's 30.
gave you the bottom half. I ate the brains. I ate from the ears up.
It's the same thing.
You ate from the mouth down. No, it's not the same thing because the head was thicker up on fucking top. There's a little chin.
Yeah, the head was thicker, but the whole thing was green.
I gave
The
you-
cookie was green from the
That's
weed.
because that's how they do it for Halloween. The fuck? It's a new chef. The cookie was delicious, gluten free. He's looking after you. 8 calories, made with stevia. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? This kid's never satisfied. It's like Judas Priest in the first album. That's a good song. Never satisfied.
They're on tour.
How?
Ray Canella's coming next week.
Oh yeah.
My buddy's coming next week, and he goes, you're not going to believe what I'm doing Monday. I go, tell me, because I'm going to see Judas Priest in L.A. I'm like, oh, my God, that's great. I've seen Judas Priest 10 times. Wow. I couldn't go see him now. I'd feel so out of place and so fucking old.
Yeah.
I'd feel old at the Judas Priest concert if I was 30.
Yeah.
But
those
don't you
guys
think
everybody will
60.
be there or be old?
Yeah, those guys are going to be 60. Easy.
Yep.
If I'm 51, fucking Rob Halford's got to be fucking 60.
Has to be.
How is trick or treating?
Trick or treating was brilliant. I was with the Wizard of Oz.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
I gotta see pictures.
Mercy was fucking Dorothy, and my wife was the witch. What the fuck do you
That's
think
awesome.
you're dealing with? Some fucking novice organization here? Huh?
How did you dress up as a wizard? Did you have like a wizard
I
hat?
had a hat and a fucking cape. How do you think a wizard fucking...
Oh, that's great.
How do you think a wizard runs the fucking show?
You don't buy me a cape? You don't get like a
I got
2-for-1
the cape
cape
at
deal?
the house. Check it out. I don't fuck around.
Oh, my
Yeah, we
goodness.
don't fuck around, Jack.
That's the cutest picture I've ever
Posted
seen.
on fucking Twitter and shit.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
she had these shiny shoes on. They were slippery, like the ones I had when I came from Cuba. And I knew she was a goner. She was going to take a look at the hat I had. See? The Zombo hat with the stars.
Oh, no.
I had the episode. I still got it. I might drive with it tomorrow. Just go on stage with the fucking cape was mystical. Wearing a cape just gives you this fucking... It gives you this certain fucking patois. You know, that's what people motherfuckers don't know. The cape gives you a certain...
It adds.
Yeah, it adds something to you.
Did you like whip it around a couple times, like with your arm, just like?
No, when you got class and personality,
You gotta at least try it
you
out.
don't need no fucking whip it around like some half a fruitcake in fucking Transylvania. I'm running this. I'm running this fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these hoes. I'm running this fucking game. I'm not trying to sell the cape. The cape is selling me, bitch. I'm not selling the cape.
We're gonna have a cape company call us now because that's the best ad I've ever heard for
I'm
a
telling
cape.
you. Fuck yeah.
I don't need to sell this cape. The cape sells
The
me.
cape sells me. The cape tells him what the fuck is crack-a-lackin'. When somebody sees you with a cape, he thinks two fucking things. This guy's got balls, or he's gonna fly. That's it. There's no other fucking ending to that. Either this guy's got balls of steel, walking the streets on a Friday night with a fucking cape on, or he's gonna just zoom by the time I go get my hands on him. That's all. Where else do you think when somebody has a cape on? Anybody else got any fucking ideas here tonight?
I've never seen anyone wear a cape.
That's the problem. You got to get out there more. You're at home. You want to go to 24-hour fitness. That's why you got to bust the first cape out. You got to bust the cape at 24
On the elliptical?
Right on the elliptical.
That'd be just fantastic.
Right next to the fan, so it's
Fucking
Flowing.
tremendous, like Fabio. And then bust out the tuxedo.
I would love to.
Who's better than you? When are you gonna, how much they want to charge you for this tuxedo?
It's $200 for the weekend.
No, for fucking life. To go down there
Oh, to
tomorrow.
buy it? I have no idea.
Call them up. Say, listen, I'm going to come down there tomorrow and write a check. What do you got for me? I want the same fucking tuxedo. I got my nut sweat in it. I jizzed in the pants.
I didn't even want to think about how many people had been wearing that tux before. But
So you de-fucking flamitate the assholes. That's it.
Deflammate.
You take them to the fucking dry
cleaner.
and say, listen, some filthy fuck wore these pants for 2 years. I want you to take every pubic fucking hair. Listen, if CSI shows up, they don't know whose asshole was in here. That's how clean I want these fucking pants, all right?
CSI.
CSI's gentlemen, I could go in there and go, you know what? We can't decipher the odor. But by the fucking patois of the underwear mixed with the cotton and the fucking whiff of the pants and the carbon dioxide levels, that's how they blast you.
That's asshole.
I ain't no fucking wizard, but I tell you what.
Actually, I have photo evidence that you
well,
were.
I'm a fake wizard. I went on one night a year with a hat on. Big fucking deal. You got to work hard to be a wizard. You know what I'm saying?
What if I was walking around with a freaking wizard hat? You'd kill me. You'd never let me hear the end of it.
Well, if you're walking by yourself, listen. Listen, if you're walking by yourself down the street with a wizard hat on, again, I'm thinking to myself, either this motherfucker's got balls or he knows something I
Yeah, he's
don't.
going to start shooting.
Either way, I'm gonna leave him alone. That could be Berkowitz's cousin. He's looking for John Lennon's son. You know what I'm saying? Maybe John Lennon's son's in Sherman Oaks doing a kettlebell class or something. And here I am driving around fucking Sherman Oaks with the fucking smell of Yoko Ono in the car. That fucking kiss of death, Yoko Ono. I can just imagine what would happen if you put Yoko Ono and fucking Suge Knight in the same fucking building. There would be a fire, Martians would attack, a missile would hit them, a fucking satellite would land on them. There would be a shootout. The fucking triads would show up and slice her fucking neck finally. Why somebody hasn't shot Yoko yet is beyond me. You understand me? Poor John is dead and buried. There's nothing but bones on a Beatle album some kid slipped in there. And fucking Yoko's still walking around like some fucking sleuths. Unbelievable what I got to put up with. What up, Lee Sayette? You're sitting there fucking stoned to the gills.
I am. No, I had something not weird, but I felt bad about myself on the flight there.
What happened?
Two gay guys sat next to me, and they were fine.
The Hindu guy?
No, this was on the way back. On the way there, and it was a red eye, so everyone was sleeping. And this one guy went to grab his boyfriend's hand, and he touched my leg. And I immediately, like, my first reaction was to get kind of like freaked out, and I kind of felt bad about myself, like 30 seconds later. I was like, why? Like, if this was a straight guy, I wouldn't think he was doing anything, and if it was a girl, I wouldn't think anything. But just because he was gay, like, my first reaction was just like a bad one. I felt bad about myself.
You did? Well, your first reaction, they say, is your best reaction, correct?
Yeah.
The guy touched you. You know, you're Jewish. You know, you're looking at this guy going, this guy's gay. He's got some gitas. Maybe I should sue him. He touched my leg. God knows what could happen.
That would have been a good plan.
I don't know, Lee. I don't know what the matter with you.
How many edibles have you had? I don't know.
Does it matter? Does it really fucking matter what edibles I had? You're the one that's over there. You don't see me getting freaked out. That's fucking, fucking Johnny Flowers touched me.
If the guy who sat next to me on the flight here today sat next to you, you'd fucking make them change your seat.
You had a Hindu.
I did.
Was he the gay guy?
No, he was just smelly.
So where were you, in the middle?
No, I was on the window. I always get the window. On the way there, I was in the window, and there were two gay guys to the left of me.
So left you in the same mile.
Yeah.
And one of them touched you by mistake.
Yeah.
And did your dick get hard a little bit?
No.
Tell me the truth. Did your nutsack get hard? Is that why you're upset?
Did my nutsack get hard?
Something must have got you turned on because you had a feeling.
No, it was just a weird first reaction. I don't know.
Which was, why are you touching my leg?
It was like, ugh. Like, it just, I don't even know why I did it. Like I had to think about it afterwards. I don't know. Like, it's like the same feeling you get when you see two guys kissing. It's just like, it kind of feels weird all of a sudden for a second, and like it shouldn't. And that's bad. Like, I have to work through that. But it's just a reaction. It's just a natural reaction.
And I just keep walking. When I see two guys holding their hands, making out, I just put my head down, say a prayer, and keep walking. That's all you could do. I don't say a prayer for them. I say a prayer for myself. You know what I'm saying? Fucking unbelievable. But this is where we've gone. What are you going to do? People are free now.
Right, no, and there's nothing wrong.
It
And
doesn't
like,
bother me. I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck. I always get gay stewardesses.
oh yeah,
And they're the best. They
Yeah,
always give
they
you extra
care.
cookies. They care.
They give you
Yeah, they're
extra
always
cookies?
in a good mood.
Fuck yeah.
Do you know a lot of them now since you fly a lot?
Yeah.
You see a bunch of them.
Yeah, I meet a lot of people, man. It's amazing how you see people and they're like, oh, I had you last time.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm about to do 3 more weeks, but it's funny what I went through. I caught myself the second week of this last 3-weeker, and I was burnt out, guys. I was fucking burnt out there 1 week, and I knew what it was. That I had a week off. I did Brea, New York, and then that 1 week I went to the fucking races. We probably did 2 podcasts. I did like a set Tuesday and Wednesday at the store, and Friday and Saturday at the store, and 3 in fucking Long Beach.
It adds up.
And I did 2 podcasts and 2 jiu-jitsus and a knee surgery and this and that, and then I went back on the road for a week, and I was like, oh my God, that week I was home. I was supposed to be resting before this 3-weeker, and it's week 1, and I'm fucking dead.
Yep.
Like, I better put this in fucking overdrive. And then the second week I had to leave on Wednesday, and that just fucking killed me. And then the week after that I had to leave on Wednesday, and that just fucking killed me again. You have to fly on Wednesday and take a nap and wake up there.
Travel days are the worst.
But the whole thing is, you don't want to fly and then just go right off onto stage.
Can't.
You like to fucking relax in the hotel room.
Get adjusted.
Fucking get a bowl of soup, some crackers, watch a couple hours of fucking Law and Order.
I thought you said Ebola soup.
No, I want my bowl of soup. Get it together, cocksucker. And you want time in between yourself and the comedy. You think about what's happening to decompress a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting off a plane, taking a shower, and going right to a comedy show is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Your focus will be off that night. You
And the
breathe.
stress, if you miss the flight, if there's any
Stress.
delays.
So these are the things that. But it's crazy that this week when I came back, I had it planned. I had the week off last week, and I couldn't wait because I did 2 podcasts. We did a live podcast, so we did 3. But I also only wanted to do comedy 2 nights. I took Friday night off because of trick or treating. But I also find that Friday at 3 o'clock, I'm done, guys. Friday at 3 o'clock, no matter where I am, there's a point of solitude where I'm like, oh my God, I got to go out tonight. Saturday, I'm programmed to go out.
Yep.
That since I was 3, you're programmed to fucking go out. And Friday, you should be programmed to go out. But I think after like 37, Fridays were hitting me harder and harder and harder. And by like fucking 4 years ago, oh my God, on a Friday night at 3 in the afternoon, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done. Like, I don't try to schedule nothing. You know, I mean, it was fucking craziness.
You got to recharge your batteries. You got to
You
do it.
You really do. And I learned the balance last week. I fucking slept 2 days. Like, the doctor had to give me sleeping pills. And that's why I thought my stress levels were so high.
Yeah.
Because I was laid on and I couldn't shut the fuck off. I don't like that
That's
feeling.
bad.
I stopped the coffee at night, even the decaffeinated done. That shit just fuels the
Yeah,
fucking...
absolutely. No
Even
caffeine.
the decaffeinated fuels you. So I go to bed without nothing now. Fucking plain, clean and sober.
That's what I'm doing. More water. That's
A little water and a little couple 2 hits of the Toots, and you're back. You know what I'm saying? When are you going back to Philly? What's going on with you?
I'll probably go back in December, right before Christmas, because it's too expensive to go for Christmas. And then I'm on the road. I'm in Reno, Calgary, Vegas, Seattle. I'm going to stay in town for Thanksgiving just because I don't want to be on a plane for another week.
Well, I'm gonna bring your cookies back because I'm going the week before
Oh,
to
nice.
Philly. That plane ticket is fucking.
Expensive.
Oh my God! But like I told this Odo Bai today, I said, listen, I got bad news for you. It's gonna stay like this till January 3rd. Then everything's gonna drop because who the fuck, you know? We live in times now that like this week people are struggling. I went to the weed shop today and I go, no line. They're like, not this week. It's rent week. It's bill week.
Yeah.
This is dead.
I was on Hollywood Boulevard last night. It was like a ghost town.
Ghost town.
Well, everyone knows that there's Thanksgiving, and there's Christmas, and then a Valentine's Day, all within a few months.
Listen, brother, nobody's thinking about Valentine's Day. People are just trying to work. People are just trying to put together
Today.
Christmas
Yeah.
right now. Nobody gives a fuck about Valentine's Day. They're like, fucking Christmas is coming. We're really 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving.
I know.
That's it. So you basically have 5 weeks to maneuver. In 5 weeks, everything shuts down. It doesn't shut. Joey, what the fuck? It shuts down mentally.
Yeah.
People are already locking up their year. They're accepting what happened. You know what? I gained 18 pounds. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking go to that pie place every day till the 31st.
And then start over.
And then I'm joining fucking Tai Chi school and ballet. You know, whatever the fuck it is.
I
That's
used to do that all the time. I have like a little blowout before a diet started, and then the diet, and then you mess it up. Like you have something at midnight the night before. Like, oh, tomorrow's ruined. I have to wait till next Monday now because I can't start on a Tuesday because that's crazy. I used to make all those excuses.
No, it's really weird how. That's it. Once the fucking Halloween holiday passed, by Sunday you were already seeing Thanksgiving and Christmas commercials.
Oh, yeah. I was in
That's it.
CVS on Halloween. During the day, candy was 50% off, and they were taking it out. They used to let it sit in there for days to blow it out. Nope. 50% off. The Christmas decorations are already up. Where there was a scarecrow, this is on the 31st. They had a snowman. They had Santa Claus. I bought the M&Ms that were normally $4.39 a bag for $1.88. I turned around, and the whole display was gone. They were taking it out in the back. Already, the Christmas stuff is already up at Ralph's. It's up at CVS. It's already Christmas.
It's already. That's it. And people after the 6th, the 8th, you got the Christmas party. You got your cousin's party.
Yeah.
You got your Staminka's party. You got this guy's party. You're eating cookies. That's it. In your mind, when you go to work, you're there physically. But mentally, you're putting together the fucking recipes, and you're putting together the pool for the New Year's Eve game and all that bullshit. You know, it's amazing what happens to people. I say holiday weeks. That's why I hate those Monday off, because those people only go to work Monday. They get enough done to cover Monday, and they know that after that, they're on the computer looking at fucking flannel shirts. We're going to go fishing. How good do
LL Bean.
Yeah, LL Bean.
Is it weird for you guys being out here and not having like a snowy Christmas? Because Hanukkah doesn't matter. Like I never. But is it weird seeing like palm trees during Christmas time for you guys?
It was for me at first. Yeah, it was at first.
You guys don't know what Christmas is till you live in California. Especially if you're used to something. I was used to nothing. I spent Christmases at bars. I didn't want to go to Christmases and didn't want to be around people because it reminded me too much of family. And it hurt too much. So I would go someplace where it wouldn't remind me.
Gotcha.
Lee would be at a bar, you know, those dingy neighborhood bars in Jersey where the owner cooks lasagna if you're coming on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I would do that and watch a football game. And may believe I was interested, but I really wasn't interested. It was 6 or 7 years after my mom died. I didn't want to be around people opening up presents and saying I love yous and all that shit. So I would go to bars. But for a guy like yourself, that you celebrated Christmases with people, let's face it, Christmas out here sucks. Dick, Lee. Sucks dick. You know, you have a girlfriend now, and you're going to spend it with her, and you're going to wake up fucking Christmas Day and hug her, and the grandma's going to make you fucking tamales and shit, and hopefully she'll get you a robe, and you get her whatever the fuck you're going to get her. But don't be a jack-off and get her a wedding, an engagement ring.
No, not for a while.
This fucking guy went to a wedding, gets all emotional. He's on the phone with Israel. Send me my bond money from the from the Hitler payback fund. They get very family, like $2,200 a year if they don't touch the fucking Hitler payback fund. They did it to black people, right? Black people sued white people, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it's been reparations.
Supposed to be.
For reprimands.
Reparations.
Reparations. Yeah, so the Jews said, listen, we want to sue Germany for reparations. You know, that's what they should do. What are we talking about? We're talking about something
Christmas.
like a stupid fucking joke. It's amazing you don't know what loneliness is to you wake up Christmas Day here and you got
the worst.
You got Stouffer's lasagna in the fucking oven and you're used to your mother's stuff and I can't like I said, for me, it still hurts a little bit. I was telling my wife the other day, I looked at her straight in the eye, I go, if I were to get you a plane ticket to go home, do you want to go home and come back like on the 28th and spend New Year's here? But go, because it's not about me, it's about that baby.
Yeah.
I wanted to see snow. I wanted to sit
Get
with
those
8
memories.
people on a fireplace. What's he going to do here?
Yeah.
What's he going to do here? Go to somebody, I'm over to watch USC. I don't want to watch USC. I want to sit around and eat some fucking smelts.
Smelts. That's
Whatever
old
the fuck
school
those
Christmas
fucking
Eve.
fish and shit.
Yeah, that's old school
on
Guinea
Thursday
right
night,
there.
you went over the night before. You ate some
7
fucking smelts
fishes.
of 7 fishes. Maybe after that, I'll drop by Lee's house.
Is that what it was? Like, is it a Catholic Italian thing? Fish?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Because my dad's friends were Italian Catholics, and we went over every year. And every year, a different cousin was Santa, and like they
great.
didn't shave, and it was awesome. And they had like meatballs and ravioli. It was the best. It was. I got Christmas without being Christian. It was the
great.
most amazing thing ever.
There's really no tightness unless you have Mexican friends.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the tightness. They're the ones that like Marilyn. Today, by the way, is 7 years of Marilyn's death. I woke up, and it's also Rick Ramos' birthday. That fucking Strutz.
I got to give him a call.
Yeah, I got to give him a call, too. The poor fucking lady died on his birthday. How do you feel? You fucking Strutz. You go to the movies, you got to put an extra seat between you and shit in case the shooter makes a comeback. Because they're shooting up the movie looking for Batman's cousin. We still got it here on the Church of What's Happened Now. Where's fucking Tony Bennett, cocksucker? It's a beautiful night here. Relax, grab some wine, do what you need to do. I don't give a fuck. You want to stick around, stick around. If not, I know you got shit to do. 2.
Can't believe someone texted you, Joey.
This fucking savage. They keep texting me for some reason. You know. That's it. Who the fuck knows anymore? We just show up, we eat a cookie, and life goes on. You know what I'm saying, Steve Simone? How excited are you? You call your mom and tell you you're releasing your first CD on the
Yeah, I did actually.
on the Flying Jew label.
Yeah, she loves Lee. That Lee sounds like a sweetie.
Oh, Lee's the fucking master disaster. Look at him with his
The
little,
master disaster.
with his little green shirt on, looking fucking tremendous.
I had to take the yarmulke off because my head was getting too hot.
What was in that cookie?
Oh, death is what Joey would say.
What are you gonna do? You gotta, you know, you gotta get stoned. It's Monday night. You're gonna show up here with no fucking bullets in your gun. This fucking guy goes to a wedding, doesn't even bring a fucking little high for himself to go to the bathroom, eat a gummy bear, so he's goofing on everybody.
My mom was there.
Who gives a fuck? You go there, you sit next to your mom, you'll see shit you never saw before. You eat a little fucking gummy bear next to a little half. She'll never notice it. Why are your eyes red, Lee? I don't know. I got fucking big old fucking onions in my eyes. I don't fucking know what's the
Bagel
problem.
onions.
I'm an adult, Ma. Shit happens. What's with the fucking questions?
No more religious pictures.
No more religious pictures. Casino, cocksucker.
Oh, okay.
Right? Casino?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. No more religious pictures. Yeah, what you gotta eat. You have 10 gummies at the house, 3 pounds of weed, and you go to a wedding like a fucking moot.
Well, I'm still scared of bringing you on the plane. I got that little thing on my suitcase. Your bag has been checked by TSA.
Oof.
They open it, look around, and close the fucking thing for the 80th time.
I don't know. You don't get scared?
No, what are you scared of?
I don't know.
What are you scared of? First of all, the gummy bear should be in your pocket. You rip the label right off it. You eat half of it, and you put the other half right in the fucking security bucket.
I had some hard asses in Albany today. They made me take my belt off.
Yeah, that's what they do everywhere.
No, but I never take the belt off. They patted down the pockets. I was pissed off.
You have to raise your arms. You got
so if you have the gummy in your pocket,
they fucking checked on the armpit.
No, I didn't get the armpit.
Don't fuck with me, cocksucker. They made you raise your armpit and they tickled you a little bit.
That's what you do as a TSA agent. You just tickle people.
You put the gummy right in the fucking security basket. If you take the label off it,
Just looks like candy.
it just looks like candy. You fucking. Why does America make everything tougher than what the fuck it really is?
What do you mean?
Everybody wants to smuggle it. Put it right in front of them. You know, every day people shoot people and they get caught. The dumbest people were the best hitmen. Those Italian guys shot people for years, threw them, buried them in the middle of the night. When was the last time you read that 4 fucking guys got pinched, burying a body at 4 in the morning? You've never read that.
No.
You go to Vegas, there's 1,000 bodies buried out there. Go to Jersey,
What?
to the Meadowlands. They're all bodies. Those are cemeteries out there. 4 people it takes to bury somebody. You got to dig a hole in fucking 2 hours. That fucking floor is fucking old. You just don't show up with shovels and everybody just starts. 4 out of shape people, that takes 6 hours to bury a fucking body. Throw Clorox on top of them, some fucking lye, some cement, put it, water it down, put fucking shit on top of it, and then bury it and nobody finds you. You have to mix it in. That takes fucking 10 hours to bury somebody. Unless you already got the hole dug. You know, so you show up there with the hole dug and the body, and now, but to stand there with the body for 10 fucking hours in the trunk of the car while you bury, that's horrible, Lee. How we get on this subject?
I have no idea.
Why would you bring this shit up? What the fuck is the matter with you? We're talking about Marilyn being dead, and now you want to bring this up. It's amazing that Marilyn, like 10 days before she died on a Tuesday or something, so the Sunday before was when she told me to stop doing blow.
Wow.
I stopped doing blow maybe 3 or 4 days before Marilyn died. Like that weekend, I went to Jersey. Marilyn died on a Wednesday. I went to Jersey on a Thursday night. And Thursday night, I went back to my hotel room. And I didn't know why. I was staying at a different hotel.
Yeah.
And I was going to see a lot of weird people. And I thought something cute was going to happen. Like, you ever have a gut feeling in your stomach? So when I went there Thursday night, my friend picked me up, drove me there. I smoked a joint with her outside. She left, and I just took a shower, and I was mild-mannered. I had snorted in L.A. the night before. Marilyn had told me that Sunday. So that Thursday, I didn't get high. Then that Friday, I thought about getting high. But something, I didn't want to be high because the show was Saturday night. I was doing a benefit for cops in Hoboken, and I was doing the high school, the basketball team. They get jerseys.
Oh, that's great.
So the one show was at 6 and the other one was at 9.
Perfect.
So Friday night, I said, you know what? I'm not going to snort coke tonight. And about 2, I wanted to get high. I was like, oh, I can make a call. And I go, let me just go to bed. I was staying in Secaucus, so it was away from everybody. That's why I didn't trust it. Then that Saturday, I did the benefit for the cops. And then I went to the high school thing. And at the high school thing, one of my buddies yelled something stupid in the audience about like a robbery or something. And I could see how fucking coked up he was. Like he couldn't even control himself. Like he was jawing and shit. It was the bottom of a basement. And I looked at him and I go, you know what? If that's what I look like snorting coke, I'm not snorting coke tonight. So when I got off that plane on Sunday, when Marilyn died that Saturday, that's when she died, that Saturday, and they were going to bury her Wednesday.
Yeah.
And the wake was Wednesday. Everything there wasn't even a wake.
I just remember going to the church.
Yeah, we all went to the church. So they buried her on a Wednesday because I used to go to Kempo Karate then. You're right. Wednesday was when we fucking buried her. We went to the church, and then we did the thing at the Comedy Store that night.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to the Comedy Store, I was 6 nights clean with no blow. So I got there Sunday night. I didn't do blow.
On purpose or just by accident?
Just the way things worked out. Just
Okay.
the way things worked themselves out. Right? And then, so I got back that Sunday and I didn't do blow. Marilyn had died. And I don't know. Something just didn't hit me right. The way she told me, I won't do blow till Monday. Monday was always my night.
Okay.
I love getting blasted on Monday nights. I had heroin left at the house. My buddy had sent me a little bit of fucking heroin. I had some heroin left. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I didn't get high for a few days. I feel good. Tomorrow night's the night. I'll do a little heroin, a little fucking blow. Couldn't get myself to do it. I got a call to do a movie. And the people call like in the morning and they say, you interested? And I go, fuck yeah, I did the table read. I've been bugging the fucking people for 18 months. Now you fucking call me? Yeah. And they're like, there's only a problem. It's not going to be a big budget movie. You're probably going to get $100 a day, but you're going to work 20 days. Are you all right with that? I go, fuck yeah. And they said, here's the other problem. There's no days off, except a Thursday for Thanksgiving. I said, okay. And they said, and something else. We know about your problem. So do not agree to this movie unless you control it. And I'll tell you why. Because the movie's getting shot in one room. So everybody is in every scene. It's not like Lee's not going to come until 10 because he pours coffee. They either shoot one half of the room or the other half of the room. That's the way the whole movie was.
Wow.
The whole movie was shot in one room. That's why it was so cheap to make. So you couldn't miss. So the guy goes, we understand your dilemma. We sympathize with you.
Yeah.
Like, the guy was really nice. And then I called somebody else, and I go, hey, man, this guy just offered me this, and this is what they said to me. He goes, Joey, you know, people know.
Yeah.
This is a quick movie, and they can't risk you being fucking high and not showing up or showing up 30 minutes late.
Right.
So I thought about it. I thought how embarrassing that was.
Yeah.
That somebody would have to mention that to me.
Yep.
That if you take this movie, you can't fucking get high. And I said, you know what? Just because somebody knows, I'm going to fuck these motherfuckers up the ass. I'm not going to get high. I'm going to do this.
Wow. So it was almost like rehab. It was like the Lord working in mysterious ways because you were already clean for a week.
I had 5 days clean or 6 days clean. And the night that I went to the Comedy Store and caused all that problem, there was no night I wanted to get higher more than that night. But I felt so bad. I was so overwhelmed with anger that I go, the coke would just take me somewhere else. And I didn't get high that night. And then that Thursday, I was going to start shooting that Friday.
And when did Superbad happen?
Superbad happened that week. Superbad. In fact, I hugged Superbad today.
What a week.
And I told my wife, I go, hey, this week we've had Superbad for fucking 7 years. And he goes, how do you remember that? I go, Marilyn died today. So it was either last night or the night before.
Jesus.
When DJ died first,
Yeah.
we had a Siamese cat that was fucking beautiful. That was their brother. That was Superbad's brother and those two girls' sister. And he played with Lulu. He was always kitten mates with Lulu, and Evie was always kitten mates with Superbad. So the one that I loved the most out of that litter was DJ. DJ was Demi Jr. And Demi Jr. at that small size would pick up a tennis ball with his teeth and bring it to you. It was fucking genius. He was a kitten.
Wow.
He was 4 weeks. He would pick up that little fucking thing, and he would jump up in the air, try to jump, and he'd spin around, and he'd fall over. He was just a goofball that was grown. But he was a genius. I'd come out in the morning and go, DJ, and he'd fucking come running. And he'd come running, and you pet him, and he'd purr. And his sister would come over, and none of them will let you touch you, only DJ. But Superbad would always stand in the corner. Out of all his cats, he was the farthest. My wife tried to befriend him, fuck you. I tried to befriend him, fuck, he would run. And he would take DJ and make him climb up the tree to hunt the birds and the fucking garage, and I used to hate him. I go, so this motherfucker don't come to me. He don't eat my food. He won't pat. And then he takes this guy into bad influence. And if he does something to DJ, I'm going to fucking kill him. Like, I started not liking this fucking Superbad cat. I'm like, I don't fucking like this motherfucker. I would go out there and DJ, and sometimes he would take a little longer. And all of a sudden, he'd come back black with the other fucking cat. They was somewhere where they weren't supposed to be. And I go, where fucking Superbad, whatever had you. I didn't even call him Superbad then. I just called him my shit heel. Or something, fucko or something.
Oh, man.
And then one day I'm like, Superbad, you bad motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. So when all that went down that week, I was sober. I don't even know, maybe like a day. Who the fuck knows? Yes, because it was before I went to New York. Because when I was in New York, I kept calling the house, going, how are the cats? It was right around that week when I came home and I had a package. And that was probably the last time I snorted. It was before I went to New York. Thank you for bringing that up, Lee. It was that Wednesday. Because I came home with a fucking package and a half. I did like somebody's gig on a Wednesday. 7 years ago on a Wednesday night, there were 8 gigs you could do.
Yeah.
Fly, I had the Latin Casa Latina, and this guy. So I would just go out and pick up $160 and go to my boys and spend $60 and get the package Supreme.
Yeah.
Fuck the taco. I was getting the burrito Supreme on Wednesday night. And as I now usually whenever I did the blow in the garage, I would do a little bit and then run upstairs, and Terry would be out cold. So it would just be me and the cats. I'd stay in the bathroom, I'd jerk off, I'd do a couple more lines, I'd come a little bit, I'd get paranoid, then I'd go out there and get on the computer. Well, this particular night when I walked in, Terry's light was on. I'm like, oh, fuck. So she comes out, she said, before you open up the door, DJ's in there, he's dying, and so is Superbad. I just don't want him to die outside. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, their legs swole up. That means they're anemic or something, when they're the anemia. And I fucking run inside, and they're both just like, they're barely alive, and I start pissing and doing the blow, and then I tell her to go to sleep, and I start doing the blow, and I would go in there every 20 minutes, and I'd do a line, and then I'd pet the little ones, DJ. And I think I reached for Superbad a couple times, like, you little motherfucker. Who's the boss? No, bitch, And I did a bunch of coke and went to sleep, and that night she woke me up like at 6:30 in the morning. She goes, just to let you know, DJ's dead. And I looked and I go, just close the door. And I go, fuck it, they're both. And I go, no, I can't have 2 cats die up here. And I got up and I got on my hands and knees and pet them. And I prayed to God. I prayed to fucking every God I knew to please save this motherfucker. I couldn't let him die in my house. I'm not going to keep him. I ain't going to fucking keep this guy. And I went to get the oatmeal cookies. And as I was sitting there giving him crumpled up oatmeal cookies, that's the only thing he would eat. He would barely just take his mouth and eat it. And he was just, that's it, a little bit of water. I would put water in my finger, and he would lick my finger. And it was the weirdest thing, because I thought about how if I wouldn't, I knew I wanted to quit the blow. I knew that Marilyn had already read me the fucking riot act. I knew this. I knew it had to stop. I knew that I was doing heroin. I knew that the back of my neck was hurting at night. I would get shocks in the back of my neck, like those people that jolt, like I was getting shocks. My spine was hurting a little bit. Towards the end of the night, my spine would hurt in bed. It wasn't going to be good. This was not going to end good, guys. So something had to change. And the first thing I thought about when I was on the floor giving him the cookies was, I brought that poison into this fucking house. Let's face it. Let's be fucking honest with everybody here. This cat was on the fence. And me bringing that imbalance, that torment, that impurity into that house, took him over the fucking top. That's my thinking. That was my thinking at that time. And I said, you know what? While this cat is rehabbing, I'm not going to bring that shit up here. And that was the first time I really believed myself.
Wow.
Like usually you tell yourself, tomorrow I'm going to the gym, I'm going to lose 80 pounds. Fuck that, I'm going to eat this cake. Yeah. Like I believed it. Like I was like, he's not going to die. So I have to snort coke somewhere else. Better yet, I'll still come over here with the coke in my system. I won't snort. And that's when I said, you know what? If this fucking animal lives, I'll never do cocaine again. Whoever the guy's running the show, it could be a Chinese guy, Buddha, it could be fucking Farrakhan's nephew, some big fat black guy. It could be an Italian-looking motherfucker with a beard. Who's ever running the show, I'm making you this promise as a man. That, you know what, I've done blow for 30 years. I'm 44 years old. John Gotti was 45 when he took over the Gambinos. Maybe if I fucking stop doing coke right now, something good will happen in my life.
Wow.
So if you could help me, God, and save this cat, I'll never do coke again. And I remember walking out of the bathroom and really believing that. Like, really fucking believing it. Like, all the times I said, that's it. Yeah. That's the last line, you know. That time there when I walked out of that bathroom, and it was scary how much I believed it, that I was ready to go out and do coke.
Wow.
Do you follow me? The line I tread, and all of a sudden the movie came, all of a sudden Marilyn's weight came, all of a sudden all these tough things got thrown at me.
Yep.
Boom, 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 to test it.
How bad do you want it?
And it was 10 days of hell plus this movie. And I said, you know what? This is what I'm made of. This is what I'm made of. Once I get a call from the producer and he's telling me, we know about your drug problem. You're going to be like Michael, this guy. You're going to be just like those people.
That guy.
When people mention your name, they're going to go, he's great, but the last time on the set, he was eating pills and falling asleep in his trailer, and we couldn't wake him up one morning. And that's going to be the decisive thing. All you need is one voice against you at every fucking one of those things. And you're going to lose 50% of the jobs plus your credibility for what? To do coke, something that's already been done for 20 fucking years. I couldn't get no more mileage out of it. I had gotten my dick sucked. I got coke blown in my ass with a straw. Coke rocks in my pee hole.
Yeah, what else?
I had robbed my friends. I robbed my family. I lost my dignity. I went to prison over it. How much more fucking blow could I fucking do? What is the purpose of this? Where is it going to go? And I believed myself that I was fucking done with the coke. And that was it. And that cat lived. So this morning when I remember Marilyn, I picked him up and I hugged him. He jumped on me. And ever since that day, a good friend of mine, what's the redheaded comedian at the store? Older guy, hung out with Kenneth and those guys. Shows up once a year with Jimmy Schubert. One day we were shooting a short film. He was telling me that when he was in college, he had taken a psychology class, and the semester they studied cats. And he was overwhelmed about what he found out about cats, that they had a ton of gratitude. That they showed gratitude. And I thought he was, I looked at him like, all right, whatever. And from Superbad, I'm telling you that every day after that, he always gave me a little bit extra attention. Till this day, Terry always says, get your stinky cat out of here. Because everybody knows that's my fucking cat. He knows I made that promise. That's awesome. Why I love him as much as I do, because he knows. He knows every day. I was in that room with him on my hands and knees, giving him those oatmeal cookies. And how he would look at me and just want to say, you know what, let me die.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying. Just let me die, dog. I don't need this shit. I'm out in that jungle with fucking fleas. I got my sister chasing me with her stinky fucking ass. And I got both girls, and I got Superbad today.
That's great.
And then my favorite pack. Demi and Harry are tight. I love Demi and Harry. They're my boys.
Demi and Harry too, yeah.
But those three have always stolen my heart.
But it's funny because Superbad bugs you? Like at least once when I'm over there, you're
Oh,
like,
please.
Superbad, I'm gonna kick you.
Because Superbad always attacks Harry. But it's funny because I picked up Demi, Allie, and Harry were all kittens at the same time. They were from different moms, but they were all on that. They all have the same father. Allie, Harry, and fucking Demi all have the same father. So
Wow.
they were, Demi and Harry are brothers.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Allie's their sister, but from a different chick that was in the yard. A gold, beautiful Siamese with pretty eyes. If you look at Allie, she's beautiful. She just gained weight in her later years. But she's fucking beautiful, you know what I'm saying? She's like fucking, any chick now. Like 60. What's going on? I hear you got a woman.
Yeah, it's all right.
You
It's
got
good.
a mustache. What's this all right? Like shaving it off like Henry Hill. It's all right.
That story's just amazing. Because to me, that story's just about love and how
Yeah,
God works in mysterious
no
ways.
hugs, no. I never looked back. I never, ever, ever have looked back and go, wow, I want to do a line. I know that if I broke that promise, it would be a man promise. It's nothing to do with God, or it's a day that you just wake up and make a promise to yourself. And every day that I live from that promise, it just makes me stronger because I made that promise is that much stronger. I stuck to it.
Well, look how beautiful your life is now.
Yeah, and
it's
that's
amazing.
because of that night. All that promise opened up so many fucking opportunities, It's really, if you'd have told me this 10 years ago, I'd told you you're crazy. What's up with you, cocksucker? Are you going to make a promise not to eat edibles no more?
No, because you wouldn't let me do it. But you did coke for what, like 30 years, something like that. How many years do you think you enjoyed it? Like, 'cause it seemed like at the end you were like sick of it.
I think the first 10 years I really enjoyed the
So 20
70 and
years.
90, yeah. God. It just became a part of my life. It was like, all right, this is what you wanted. We're going to give it to you.
Yeah.
And every opportunity you have, 2 days into it, somebody's going to show up with coke. I always knew where to get coke. I could find coke in a small city, in a big city, at a bar, at a restaurant, at a fucking toilet.
Wow.
I could find cocaine. And within 2 days, I could find who was selling pounds.
Wow.
And I knew how I could rob them already. So I got all these options thrown at me. It was one of the worst situations ever. It was like somebody threw a curse on me. You want to do blow? Okay, we're going to let you do blow. You're going to do some fucking blow, though.
That's crazy.
You said that at the beginning of the podcast. Be careful what you wish for. That's crazy.
Sometimes let's give some shout-outs here, Lisa. Why are you looking at me like a fucking...
Because you got me
stooge?
high.
I gave you a beautiful shirt from New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
My main man, Mel Pryor, sent that. He sent 2 T-shirts. He sent some candy for my wife. That sounds fucked up, but whatever. And he sent a beautiful teddy bear from my daughter. I want to thank him all the way from fucking New Zealand. They're beautiful shirts, beautiful designs. Duncan McGregor, you bad motherfucker. Cesar Flores, John Michaels, Johnny Fun Buckets, Gevork, Kevin Balyan, whoever the hell that Gevork, Kevin Balyan. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. York and then Balyan. How did Kevin come into this fucking thing? And my main man Tyler Perziva, whatever. You're a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the evolution of the CD. How long has this been in the works?
Since I got started, I would say pretty
14
much.
years.
Pretty much, it's 14 years.
That's why
That's why
your first album is always the best. Any band, your first album is always the best because they've been working at that for 8-9 years. That's the sound they've been perfecting. So
yeah, that's what. And I always thought somebody was going to come along and put me on TV and go, "Here's your special." And I thought the machine would make it happen, whatever it is. And that never happened. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about podcasting and your help and Lee's help. And we got this thing out there. And now I can show the world, like, this is what I do. This is what I do.
it's amazing what the expectation is of people, what my expectation was when I got here, what my expectation was of each movement that I made. Because, okay, I don't know how to describe it in Lee's world. I know how to describe it in the criminal element. I know that, you know, let's say you sell coke, right? You sell coke every fucking day and you sell a certain amount. I don't even know how to break this fucking down. And then every once in a while you make a move. You sell 2 kilos to somebody and you end up making $35,000 or something like that, you know. And Now, what do you do with that $35,000 is the main thing. Do you throw it under your fucking carpet and go out every night and buy clubs and
Right.
pick up chicks or whatever, or do you buy a business to get yourself out of the predicament you're in so you don't have to sell blow no more? The same thing happens with this career. I always thought that once you did something, you were going to have all this shit to happen. And then a
Right.
wise man told me that everything in this city happens in layers.
Yeah.
You might do this CD, it's 2013. What year is it? 2014. In 2017, some guy's putting together a show, like a reality show, and all of a sudden you're like, why am I in here? I bought your CD. I heard about it from
Yep.
a friend of mine, and I've been laughing. I've taken it on trips. I bought it for 10 of my friends.
Right.
You are the funniest man in the world, and you're like,
Who
I
would've
made
thought?
no money. Nobody ever said nothing to me. Nobody ever called me, and now you're offering me 11 episodes on a reality show.
Right.
This is what they do. I was going through a truck stop, and I seen your CD, and I bought it. Whatever the fuck. It layers.
Yep.
And you don't know when that investment is going to make a dividend. But you're not going to know unless you make the investment and you make it correctly.
Yep.
So if you have, you also on a Gabriel show
Yep.
2 weeks ago, okay. You know, little things become big things. Little things are what you make them. I'm sure you wanted an HBO special.
Right. Sure.
But for right now, Gabriel Iglesias and his
Amazing.
badass
Miracle.
motherfucker
He's a
just
saint.
watched you do a saint, fell in love with you the same
He's
way
a
everybody in
saint.
this room has fallen in love with you. And he put you on his TV show. It's going to be viewed by a million fucking people.
Yeah, I can't thank him enough.
So now your decision is what you do next with this move. You just got a move land on your lap.
Yep.
Do you fucking sit at home and dance? Do you go on the fucking road?
That's it.
Do you, now you're going to sell this CD, you're going to push this CD to give the
Yeah.
people, that was only a 3-4 minute set.
Right.
So it's amazing how things all happen and come together. Things are coming together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you, listen, man, for someone like Steve Byrne, I bumped into him. What a sweetheart of a guy.
He's the best.
I'm going to contact him, get him on the podcast. Steve's a sweetheart of a guy. Things happen for me. We got a TV show on the air. When I saw that happen, I knew that I was one step closer.
Absolutely.
Okay, because one of your friends are making it. And this
Yes.
is how you have to look at it.
For sure. I do.
About a month, 6 weeks ago, you and I had a conversation on the way home. We stopped in 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
You didn't feel when things were moving along, and I went home that night and giggled. And I did something I never fucking do because I learned a very important lesson. I woke my wife up.
Wow.
And I told her exactly what happened.
Wow.
I said, tonight, she goes, what's the matter? I go, you know, when I was driving Steve home, we pulled over 7-Eleven. He was frustrated. I felt this frustration. And the whole time I'm feeling his frustration, I'm laughing inside because it reminded me of somebody. And Steve was a gentleman about it. When I used to get frustrated over a role or what wasn't happening for me, why I wasn't going to Montreal, why I didn't have a booking agent, why
Right.
didn't I have CAA?
Why is nothing happening?
Why is nothing happening? At the same time, there was movement, and I'd go home and yell at the cats, or I'd call somebody and tell them to go fuck themselves or whatever, and she'd say, all this for nothing over this. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You're working hard. The results will come in, you know. And I
Right.
remember saying, what the fuck are you talking about? What did you get that on Good Morning America? You know, what the fuck did
Right.
you
The
get?
more
Yeah.
angry you get, the more
Yeah,
pissed
yeah,
you
yeah,
when
you
somebody's
get
trying to
pissed
show
at-
you love.
And it's amazing that I told you it's going to be fine
Yeah,
because
you
at
did.
least I know so many people who have been here 15 years and they're still where they are. When you see them, man, I'm still trying to get into the comedy store. I'm putting my tape together. And you're like,
Yeah. Oh God.
you could have jumped into an ocean, swam around the world like Diane Nyad and made a bigger name for yourself.
Yep.
You're over here still fighting that battle, and because of that, it's not going to let you grow. Vinny Curlo won't fucking talk to me. Because a couple weeks ago, he showed up at the store, and he kept asking me, who do I talk to get spots? Vinny. I don't know. I just got here myself.
Right.
Well, who would put me up tonight? I don't know. Talk to the people in the fucking booth.
Yeah. Talk to the guy. In the
Well, I
shirt.
did. They say I got to get a reference. Will you give me a reference? I go, Vinny, I don't know nobody here.
Right.
You know, I'm a fucking guest. This belongs to youth. I'm a guest, and if I'm a guest, you're a fucking stranger.
Yeah.
Because I fucking put my name is on the fucking wall. Yeah, because you made a recluse with, I don't know what happened.
Right.
Him and Mitzi, I don't know what the fuck happened, but But it's amazing that he was still mad about the store.
Right.
Like, I got to talk to Paulie, you know. And you could, by this conversation, you could have done 15 spots at the Ha.
Sure.
If you really, really wanted to do comedy. By all this,
There's always a stage.
all this negativity, you're not getting on stage. There's a million stages. All right, they don't give you spots there. Jay Masada's a fucking punk. He won't give me spots either. What about the improv? Bud Friedman, so nobody gives you a spot. Right there, you're 0-3. Maybe somebody's trying to tell you something. When you're 0-3, I was 1-2. I did spots at the improv and at the comedy store. Laugh
too.
Factory, he didn't like me. Fine.
Right.
Today's a different fucking story, but 15 years ago, he didn't like me, and I understood it.
Right.
You know, some people like cream in their coffee.
That's it.
Some people like black coffee. Not to get you.
That's
off
what I
this.
love about comedy, though.
That's
There's just a
comedy.
flavor for everybody.
I took my wife to that place yesterday. You recommended
Which one?
Mambo.
Oh, what did you think?
I gave it a 9.
A 9? I always get so nervous when I recommend food
The
to you.
fucking Mambo platter.
What's Mambo?
It's a beautiful Cuban restaurant.
Place, 15 minutes from me.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's why I used to throw kettlebells.
What do you get?
I got the Mambo platter. I got the ensalada de aguacate, which is avocado salad with lettuce and raw onions
Oh,
with
nice.
vinegar and oil on top. Jesus Christ. I didn't order no bread, no butter.
Yep.
All right. I got the combo platter, which is fried bananas, paparinas, Cuban empanadas, which I forgot what the
So
fuck they
good.
look like. Fuck all this shit you get out of here. And sausage. Spanish sausage with some crackers and shit. Opened up with that. And then we got the Cuban pork, which I gave it a 8. It's not what we're used to. It's not very traditional, but I get it.
Right.
But what stole my soul was the ground beef, the picadillo with the white rice. My wife got that. It was off the fucking chain with some fried bananas. We split
So
the
good.
flan. We went all out. We split the fucking flan.
Glad you liked it. That makes
Tremendous.
I get
way
nervous.
better.
I feel like I'm vouching for somebody
No,
when I offer
way-
you food.
It's scary with Joey.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god, what place? And I'm going
way
through the Rolodex.
way better than that place in Burbank.
Oh, wow.
Way better. Well, it's fresh. It's new. You could tell that they play
And
music.
it's a family there.
It's a family.
It's
Well,
3 generations. They're always
they're
watching
from
you eat. They
fucking
come
Newark.
over.
They're from fucking
Oh, I didn't know
Newark,
that.
New Jersey. Yeah, I talked to the kid.
Oh, I knew that.
Because I started talking Spanish.
Wonderful.
I had to drop in pingation. He goes, how's your meal? And pingao. That means it showed up with a big dick and angry. The guy looked at me like, what? Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. You guys, I put you in check. The fried bananas were a
So
10.
good, right?
We're 10.
That's what I loved most.
Perfect.
That
How do you
and the
make good
beans.
fried bananas?
They're just perfect. They're not greasy. They're not hot.
Oh,
They're
okay.
salty.
A little sticky.
You know, a little sticky. They're fucking delicious. It was just delicious. The potato balls were fucking fuck Portos and that shit.
Really? The better than Portos?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm so glad.
The croquetas were delicious. 2 croquetas.
Dude, it was
the
Jay Davis turned me on to that
the
spot.
fucking Cuban food had the meat in the middle, but the outside was cornflakes. Like the way they make Chewy's in Houston and Austin. They make the Elvis chicken on Wednesday nights. Good googly moogly lee. Good googly moogly. And they put fucking cornflakes on that motherfucker.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, I could go for a Chewy sour cream and chicken enchilada right now. That's the special on Mondays. With a swirl margarita and some chips and fucking queso like a motherfucker.
Chips and
oh,
queso.
Lee, you have no idea. You'd be sweating profusely.
I already am.
Your shirt would be open. Your head would be on fire. You'd have a napkin. You'd be hitting it like the fucking, I don't even know, like who. You excited, bro? You look good. You got the mustache, the new fucking. You look like the guy that hung out with fucking Travolta and Saturday Night Fever.
You happy? Now you're a pig. That guy.
Now you're a pig.
So great.
That was a fucking crazy movie.
So good.
It's crazy. I was thinking, because I've been working with Steve for almost a year, close to it. And like I thought to myself a few weeks ago that basically where he is now is where you were almost when I met you. And
From your lips to God's ears.
maybe a few years ahead, because a little bit more touring, but it was right at the beginning.
He's paid
And,
his dues.
and I know you were frustrated, and you signed up to be a car dealer. So
That's what I was doing a couple weeks ago. I was looking at jobs like, oh, what else could I do? But now it seems to be lining up. And you gave me that great pep talk. You remember? I wasn't happy with stuff I was recording. You were like, just get it out there. And that's been the lesson that God, the universe, whatever, you don't need to be perfect to be loved. Just get something out there, give them a little taste, and let it build. It doesn't need to be perfect right out of the gates. But I think you did a great job on this, Lee. I can't thank you enough. I'm proud of it. This is the first thing I've done where I want everybody to listen to it. I want them to check it out. I go, it captured that moment. It captured what it was like for a night of me headlining a club.
It's kind of scary, not scary, but it's nerve-wracking when you're going to show something. For me, when I'm showing anyone work I did for them. So I'm glad you like it, and I'm glad R.A. said he liked it. So it's especially for comedians, because I get asked a lot if I want to do comedy, and I don't think I'm anywhere. It's just not for me. Okay. But I've always enjoyed it. Oh, I can't do that right now. But I don't want people complain a lot about editors for specials or whatever. I don't want to be
make a killing.
An issue.
You could make a killing if that's what you wanted to do. You can make a killing.
You got to know comedy to cut it.
Yeah, and very few people do.
You got to know that comic. Listen, when those people ask me if I want to do a special, and I asked the director to come see me at the Ice House, and he said to send me a tape, I knew the guy wasn't real. I was done.
Yeah.
I was done right there, because that's how a real guy sees it. And then after he goes to see me, then he'll come in with a camera, tape it, and take it back to his office.
Right.
And he'll see the differences. But at first, before you agree to sign on with me, come see me. You'd be crazy if you're a director, wouldn't you? And you'd say, I got a horror script for you, Lee Syatt. First of all, I don't know you, Joey. Who are you? Well, Steve Simone wrote it. He wrote The Office. Okay. I'm going to sign on. Really, Lee? You didn't even look at the fucking script?
Yep.
So that's how I knew. When this guy said to me, nah, I have plans. Really? You have plans for all 4 fucking shows? And Thursday and the podcast on Wednesday. All 4. You're a busy fucking guy, aren't you? But you're sitting here eating fucking lunch with grease on your fingers, trying to shake my hand and wiping your fucking fingers. And that's how you know if somebody's real, somebody's not. Well, he'll go watch you perform.
Yep.
And he'll say one thing to you. Listen, man, if you bomb and you get advice from Lee and you get advice from a fucking 10-year comic, you're going to get 2 different things. And you're going to think Lee's crazy, but Lee's going to tell you one thing that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, he's an audience member.
Yes.
He's an audience member. So every time I go out with Lee, I wouldn't do this to anybody else. I go, Lee, what'd you think?
Yeah.
And he'll tell me very honestly what he thinks. I didn't like this. This needs work. This is okay. That was funny. When did you write that?
Yeah.
Well, ask me, where'd you write that? Why'd you write that? What made you think of that? And that right there, those questions make sure he wants to know, oh, I got that. I'll put that somewhere else because you told me that you got,
Yes.
And that's what people do at any level. You can't do a $10,000 performance, a $10,000 job with a $10 performance.
Right.
You gotta. It shows. It shows at the end of the day. And with comedy, Rogan called the other day and he said he asked about specials when we're talking, and he said he went to a taping that the production team was shit. And he goes, you could tell that the production team were like a cut. Like it was the C team.
Gotcha.
Like they had got the C team because they didn't want to pay or something like that, and you could see the
difference.
The differences, whatever. And a camera's a camera's a camera. Everybody's selling you the red dot. What is it?
The red camera, yeah.
The red. I got a red camera. Costs $32,000. We'll shoot you a special with that. Listen, nothing. Everybody's got that fucking same camera, right?
Yeah.
And I got a friend who costs $31,000. So you got beat, bitch. What's up, Lee Syatt, you bad motherfucker?
Nothing. I'm really high.
What's on the plans this week? What are your plans? So your wife moved?
Yeah, she's up here now.
Did you go over there today?
No. I was fucking tired.
What are you waiting for? She got food in the refrigerator?
No, not yet. I think she had food. She's making me tacos Dorado on Wednesday.
Nice.
What are tacos Dorado for the people at home?
They're she takes chicken and mashed potatoes and cheese, I think, and rolls it up, and then she deep fries that, and it's a little bit of a cheat, but it's gonna be amazing.
How many calories are there?
1,000. I don't know.
How many balls do you eat?
I think she gave me 4 last time.
How many fucking hours are you gonna do the elliptical?
I don't know. I did it this weekend. I was proud of myself at the
hotel.
Yeah, I did.
How long did you do it for?
One day I did it for 35, and one day I did it for an hour.
It's not the same elliptical.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
It's
a different
fucked up.
There's a different stride. And it took me a little bit
it's fucked up. When you go to a hotel, and at least trying. Listen, if you try, that's better. Listen, every hotel has 3 or 4 yoga mats.
Yep.
Every hotel has dumbbells. There's something you could do.
There's always something
go on
you
YouTube.
can do.
What I do when I check in is I go down, I check my luggage, I take a walk around the hotel, but I go look at the gym. I check myself into the gym, and I go see what they got, and I go, okay, I make a mental note. Then I go upstairs and I make some things I could do. Plus, I go on YouTube and I look for like fucking stupid exercise, and there's always
great.
shit on there that there's always a 5-foot pool. I can do a lot of damage in a 5-foot pool. You can run inside the pool.
Yeah, it's true.
30 minutes of running inside the pool. When you walk out of there, your body's fucking vibrating. You jump in a pool, do 10 sets of fucking 50, jump up and down. See what happens to you next day. You do that for fucking 6 weeks. See what happens to you. You're slam dunking, Lisa. Yeah. You'll be like fucking Spud Webb.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, dog? What are you gonna do after this? What are you gonna eat at the house? What do you got?
I got nothing because I just got back.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna go home and sit there like fucking midnight?
No, I'm gonna get something. I've been thinking about it during the podcast.
What are you gonna get? What are you thinking about?
In my heart, I want Jack in the Box, but I'm not gonna do that.
No, you can't do that. So what are you gonna settle for?
Either Subway or maybe try to find a place where I could get like some chicken teriyaki.
You already had Subway. It's 10 o'clock.
I know.
Every Japanese person in this village is fucking shut down for the night.
No, there's nothing.
They're at home praying, fucking making incense.
I was worried. I was like, should I go to a different Subway so they don't recognize me getting 2 subs in one day?
So you went over. Trust me, you won't be the only guy.
Oh, I know.
You fit the fucking characteristics of guys that are planning on shooting the president. They eat 2 Subway sandwiches a day and they don't talk much. They fucking don't like dogs.
I don't know. Fuck. I was trying not to eat, but
What did you eat for lunch at this Subway today?
pepperoni.
Pepperoni with white bread.
No, wheat bread.
And what else you put on the pepperoni?
A little bit of shredded cheese, a bunch of oregano, and crushed red pepper.
You said I got to deal with.
It's like a little mini pizza.
And he eats pepperoni from Subway, which isn't really pepperoni. It's like a turkey that nobody wants for Thanksgiving. They look at it and they go, fuck no. It's like that one slave and fucking not 12 years a slave, but the other one fucking not Apocalypto. That's not about slaves.
Oh my god.
What's
How do you get from pepperoni?
Apocalyptic.
No, not Apocalypto. The other one. Amorescence. What's the name of it?
Amistad?
Amistad.
I don't know.
They would just smack
No,
you.
I normally
if you
get-
were like a weak black guy, you showed up with glasses and shit, they would just slap you and make your wife suck their dick. They were fucking terrible white people. Terrible. What's up, Lee?
I normally get Boar's Head pepperoni, but
They don't have boys.
no, not at Subway, at the grocery
Yeah,
store.
at Subway, that's not boys. That's turkeys they don't want.
I know, but that
That
can't.
their
The turkey
feathers
there
are
is
all
disgusting.
fucked up. They got eyeballs missing. They got malaria. They got colds, right? And they look at them in the face and they go, this guy, it ain't going to work out for him. Send him to the pepperoni factory. And they slice their head off. They let the blood drip all over the feathers. Then they throw it to a fucking grinder. And they look at it and it looks orange with blood on it. They go, no, fill her in. Put some red
Fill
shit.
her in?
Put some fucking spicy.
Spices.
Get the Italian to help you out. And they spice that motherfucker up. They put food coloring. They spray paint it. And then you walk in and get a fucking pepperoni sandwich. You fuck. See what I'm saying? You're the wheel of confusion. You're just adding to the fuck. What are you laughing about?
It's better
Black
than
Sabbath.
the new like Fritos pizza or
Listen, Lee, you've made
Nacho
leaps
cheese
and bounds.
sauce
That's
pizza.
why I love you to death. You don't eat that little fucking Hitler. And the other one, you were eating the cheese sticks. You were sitting at home rubbing yourself with those cinnamon sticks, cocksucker.
from where?
My sources from Little Caesars.
My sources.
They have cinnamon sticks there.
Whatever the fuck. You were getting cinnamon sticks. Look at it.
You know,
Really? There was cinnamon
Taco
sticks
Bell
there?
has good cinnamon stuff, like
No
the little
shit.
crunches.
No shit.
Yeah, those are good.
I bet you were the first one in line at
Fuck
11:01.
yeah.
With
I
white
love
shoes
Taco
on.
Bell.
Fuck yeah, with white shoes on. All proud of you. Son. Taco Bell ain't bad, dog. Late night, those the soft tacos weren't bad. The hard tacos weren't bad. The hard tacos were off the chain. The little ones. Best
Hot
taco.
sauce.
Best taco out there. Fat man alert! Fat man alert! Best taco out there if you want to die of a heart attack at 52 is the big taco from Jack in the Box. They ain't fucking around, Jack.
Oh, those are so bad because they deep fry them.
Oh, they deep fry them. They're leaking in the
They put
bag.
American cheese in it.
Oh, yeah, and you eat that before you get the goods.
Oh,
Like, you might as well get that and a double order of the fucking fish and chips. God knows what you're eating. You're eating frog and malukia fish and fucking smelts. It's the feast of 19 fishes. You're eating fucking everything. Seashells and shit. Seahorses and manta rays and shit. What's those things that jump out of the water? Manta rays? I don't fucking know anymore. What am I? Anyway, what's up with you, Lee? Everything all right? You got plans for the
Everything's good.
weekend? What do you got crack-a-lacking?
I got nothing.
Come on.
I don't know.
It's a big fucking night tonight, man. I'm very proud of Steve Simone.
Thank you.
14 years out here, 10 years busting it. put it together finally. He'd been procrastinating for like 2.5 years. And I'm sitting there looking at pictures of fucking Richard Pryor crying. Thinking about Fat James. Did you put him in the cover? Did you mention him, cocksucker?
I haven't got the hard ones printed up, but he'll get a shout
get
out.
a
He's
little
got a
picture.
birthday coming out.
Sure, a little picture of Fat James wiping his feet when he got home with a sandwich in one hand, picking his toenail with the other.
Wait, are you gonna mention him as Fat James?
What's
That was his-
name?
that
What's
was
his
his
street
name.
What do you want to call
Everybody
him? What's
knew
his real
him.
name? Gustavo?
James.
James. The fuck?
Yeah.
You don't want to call nobody by their fucking slave name. I don't want to call you whatever your real name is, Lee fucking whatever Syed. I'm going to call you the Flying Jew. That's your street name. People don't give a
Fat
fuck.
James is a fucked up street name.
Well, that's what happens. They couldn't call him Skinny James. It just wouldn't fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was him. It was Fat James and James Painter. And everybody go, which James? And people start going, you know, Fat James.
Oh,
And that's how I got it.
fuck.
Fat James was a good man. God bless.
Big
his
heart.
soul. Big heart.
Big heart.
He had a little whiff of like fucking Romano cheese from when you hugged him, poor guy. When you got close to his neck, you always got hungry. When you hugged him, you're like, man, why am I hungry and shit? That motherfucker was allergic to water. But he's a good kick up. He's probably up there laughing right now. Fuck you, Joey. That was that one time I did 400 push-ups and you came to the store and hugged me. That's why I sweat.
That one time.
That one time I was booting him from the 60-yard line.
Oh, man.
Steve Simone and shit. Listen, people, let me tell you the breakdown here. We canceled somebody tonight so I could have Steve Simone tonight, and I'll tell you why. Out of all these fucking mutts that are around me in Hollywood and all these fucking strutzes that claim to do this guy worked, and he suffers, and he works hard, and every penny he puts away, and he visits his family, and he brings back gifts from my daughter and people around him and his family, and he goes to this church, and he fucking hangs out with nuns and smokes cigarettes, and they tell him names, and he gives them names. They're in the CIA, and he gives them names. They pray for those names, and there's a lot of people out there, you people buy into all their bullshit, and they got no heart for nobody. This guy would pull over if there was a pigeon in the middle of the street with his wing fucked up. He'd stop traffic. So you guys spend your money on all this shit. First of all, this guy's a tremendous comedian, and he's coming up heavy fucking duty. And you guys, what are you going to do? Give this fucking CD. What's the name of this fucking thing?
Remember this.
Remember this. Remember this right now. Don't fuck with me. Because I'm going to be tweeting it the next 24 fucking hours. I'm giving out gifts. I found a block of old cocaine. It's got water on it. It still works if you're creative. I'll send out little pieces like the Berlin Wall. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get some fucked up emails this week now.
I don't give a fuck. I'll send it out. If you fucking make this album #1, I will send the fucking Coke Rock right to your house. What you do with it, that's up to you. You understand me? I'm wiping my hands. I don't want no drama. You get in the mailbox, who sent it to you? I don't know. There's not going to be a fingerprint on there, nothing. It's going to come unmarked from like a cable company in Bulgaria. Just nod, sign it, and run upstairs. Who gives a fuck?
I'll put the link in the description
What link and what
for the CD.
Yeah, take care of the fucking guy, all right? This is a CD that you need to get.
Thank you.
It's just a status thing we need to prove to the church here. We need to let these motherfuckers know where we're coming from. We're all fucking the Freak Party 2015. We patched over the other old names and nemesis and all that shit, so we're ready to rock here, people. What do you want from me?
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Oh, you're a good dude, man, and all these people put out shit and people. This is the CD you need to get. I'm going to get 200 fucking copies alone and give them out to blind kids and people in churches. Remember this, cocksucker. Remember me, Lee. Where you taking Mama this week?
I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't tell you this. Oh, fuck it. So, you know the place where we took the crepe class?
Yeah.
She signed us up for a steak cooking class,
That's
which is
nice.
going to be fucking cool.
That's cool.
Duck fat potatoes, a
Ooh.
little salad, some steak.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm excited, though.
All right, let me know so I can flatten your tires. So I could stick a fucking grenade in your fucking antifreeze wire, cocksucker.
wasn't going to be that.
Nah, I want you to cook a steak, but don't forget to bring up one for Pappy here.
Oh,
right?
the last time I brought you crepes, you yelled at me.
I ate one and gave you the other one. You brought me some fruit crepe. Now, look
No,
at
I
that.
brought plain and ham and cheese. The ham,
The ham and
cheese.
cheese was delicious. The cheese was melted, but the other one plain.
I don't know.
It's like giving me a plain piece of bread. I ate the burger, but I brought you 2 buns. I may have a pickle on the floor in the car. You fucking... Oh, my God. I love these Monday night podcasts. It brings
was
out the
great.
best of me. I love it. The live one's out. A lot
Yeah.
of people want to listen to it. Listen, Where are you at this week, Steve?
Reno.
Reno, at what club?
It's called like the Reno Tahoe Comedy Club at the,
Like the underground?
Wayne?
at the
Wayne?
underground. Yeah, it's for
Great
Wayne.
guy. Are you headlining?
Yeah.
Great fucking club. If you're in Reno in the Bay Area, let me tell you who's up there. He's up there. I'm in San Francisco. Felipe is at Rooster T. Feathers eating fucking whatever the
Jackfruit.
fuck he eat.
Chorizo.
Jackfruit. Chorizo. Oh my God. I'm gonna get fucking pissed all over. It's like going to CVS to get a prescription. Every time I think of Felipe's vegan shit, it's like going to CVS to get a fucking prescription. I just get agitated. I walk in, I need a blood pressure medication. I'm sorry, I went off on that tangent on fucking Felipe's vegan ways. But the Bay Area is hopping. I'm at the fucking Punchline in downtown San Francisco, having a great time. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. My main man, fucking Steve Simone, is at the Reno Underground. My man Wayne, Friday and Saturday. One show Friday, two on Saturday.
Exactly.
Tremendous club, downstairs, real cool, real hip. Wayne's a bad motherfucker. They got food. I think a Chinese guy delivers on a bicycle. You get the food, though, like 20 minutes later, delivered right to your table with a Band-Aid.
What's better than that?
Who's better than fucking you? Where you at this weekend, Lee? At a steak cooking? Where you at?
No, I don't know. That's not for a while.
What are you going to do?
I don't have plans.
How do you do not have plans? You always got fucking plans.
I don't know. I haven't seen Paula in a while. Let's hang
So
out.
what do you plan on doing? You know, bring over to the cars and show who the boss is.
Always.
You want me to lend you my cape?
I would. That'd be kind of cool.
Will you make love to her with a cape? Mighty gonna see though.
It's one of these to make love to her.
Would you
I don't
make
know.
love to her with a cape?
I don't think she'd let me.
Yes, she would. What is this thing which she lets me? What is the fucking
Look,
problem?
it gets a little iffy if you don't really care about
Listen, this is how
letting.
you fuck somebody with a cape. All right, you let them settle. Say, what do you need? Blah blah blah. Let them settle. You say, let's make some love. And you go, hold on, I'm thirsty. And you take like 8 minutes, no more, no less, 8 minutes. You come back with that fucking cape and just dance. Even if there's no music, imagine in your head. Just think it's whatever. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
Latin music or like what kind of music?
Whatever. She's Mexican.
Yeah.
Put on some Mexican music. Put on Santana. Put on
Santa.
Black Magic Woman and shit. How would you dance a Black Magic Woman?
With a cape on?
Yeah, how would you dance?
Imagine it'd be like a lot of hips.
Yeah, so you come in, you hip her and shit, and you'd stick your hand in between both knees. All right? And just flip her. Just flip that leg over. Trust me. If you need it, step up on her and lock her one knee with your knee. And you flip
I don't know
over.
if this is jujitsu or sex now.
This is sex. This is fucking sex. And once she sees the cape, before she even says something, if you give them a chance to speak, you fucked up. Don't even give them a chance. Just come right in, put Santana on, and go right for it. And then boom, you pick up the leg, split it, and your dick is already out. You're naked with the cape on. There's no underclothes on. It's just a cape. You go out there and you rub that little monkey with your little Jew helmet, and you just pop that motherfucker in like a savage. Or
Oh, that's right.
Or see, she's listening. She knows. She knows who's gonna lay some fucking pipe on the old school way with a cape on and shit.
Oh, shit. Your buddy Ryan actually just texted me. He says it's number 2 already.
This is
Get
what I'm
out of
talking
here.
about. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Congratulations,
Wow.
Steve Simone, number 2 on iTunes.
Holy
we need a couple
shit.
more people reaching out. If you're live, do me the favor on a personal tip. I love you, motherfuckers. Thank you very much. What were you saying, cocksucker? What am I thinking? Where are we going? We ain't going.
I don't
nowhere.
know. You're telling me how to fuck with a cape.
Yeah, so now you rub your little helmet, and right there when she don't know what's going on, she's going to say to you, take the cape. And as she's saying, take the cape off, you're just going to drop. And the cape's going to rise like a parachute. And that's the beauty of it. See, you have no pyrotechnics. We don't have that in the budget right now. But as you drop, and you can throw those little firecrackers you got as kids.
The little poppers.
The little poppers.
The white ones.
So as you drop, you throw poppers. Pop, 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 pop. The cape pops up, and you're right in a little monquois, just licking that fucking thing. Right in there. You get deep in that fucking clit when it swells. You ever swells in your mouth? You ever have that fucking thing swell in your mouth, Lee?
Yeah.
And your tongue, and you can taste piss and other variable things, but you don't give a fuck. You're deep. You taste like all this shit, but you don't give a fuck. You just lick right through it till you get that skin, and you can feel that clit just swelling in your mouth, and it starts to give you that like little juice, and you're sucking that motherfucker. You ain't even finger banging it yet. You just,
Steve, a lot of this is on the CD, right?
Because I always imagine the camera pulls back and it's a group of 10-year-old kids. That's your show.
Oh my God.
Make room for Uncle
You
Joey.
just suck that little pussy with your lips, make those little noises. Like you're eating like a popsicle. And you just tuck that lip and she's fucking dying. You don't even have a finger yet in her ass, nothing. You're picking her ass up like you got like this right there. And you're threatening her asshole with the pinkies, but you're
Threatening.
not. You're just maneuvering the pinky just to give her a side. I'm telling you, this is getting me fucking all hot about it. I don't know about you fuckers.
But the cape, you have to wear the cape to do
This
that.
is the cape the whole time.
Okay.
And right when she's ready to pop, boom, you pop up, slip that helmet in there, and take it to the next level like a soldier that you are, Lisa. Yeah. And by the time she gets off, you know what she's going to say to you?
I like
What
the cape.
got into you? And you're going to go, it's the fucking cape. That's how real pimps roll. I got to tell you everything. I'm starting to get pissed off.
I'm sorry.
I got to take this through. Have the fucking nutty.
No, I'm gonna stare at it for 24
nutty
more
bar.
hours.
It looks fucking delicious. You know what, people?
Fuck it.
You know me.
No.
On it, optimization. You want to be the best at what you do. You want your mind to be sharp. It all starts with Alpha Brain. Plain and fucking simple. We could sit here and go back and forth for weeks. Blah, 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 blah. Alpha Brain is where the fuck it starts. You want focus. You want energy. You want to think more clearer. You want to look at people and look right fucking through them and know this guy's a fucking jerk off. Alpha Brain. And they got a money back guarantee. We don't even want the fucking pills back. If we don't say happens, happens. If it don't happen, then we'll send you the money back. That's on it right there. But it don't end there. They got some new stuff, all right? The MCI oil, 100% coconut oil. You add it to your smoothies, weight management for energy, delicious. Trans fat, the fats are healthy for your brain. When people are fucking with you, you know they're fucking with you. Why? Because you had the coconut MCP oil. The other thing that's fucking kicking ass is the pre-workout T+. Tremendous. A couple minutes before your workout, you hit that little lemonade flavor. Ba-boom. You're going to get great fucking strength. You're going to make great gains when you lift. You're going to go from lifting 22 pounds to 85 pounds like fucking Hercules in heat. No steroids. You understand me? That's what's going on. Do me a favor. Go to Onnit.com. Go to Onnit. Look at the kettlebells. Look at the fucking monkey bells. Look at the fucking flying saucers. But most importantly, look at the supplements. That's where Onnit fucking shines. Those supplements are tremendous. Whether it's the New Mood or the Shroom Tech, sensational fucking product. Read up on them, but do me a favor. Go to the Onnit box or go to joeydiaz.net. And then you click on the Onnit label. Go to the Onnit and you press in
Church.
CHURCH. Get 10% off. And do yourself a favor. Just stay on it program. They deliver it right to your house every month. You don't got to leave. You don't got to text nobody. You don't got to give nobody your credit card. You just fucking tell them one time. Send it every month. Ship that shit. It gets all taken out of your credit card. You don't have to do dick. Right there, you make your protein smoothie in the morning. You do backflips. Whatever the fuck you do, Onnit's there for you. Go to joeydiaz.net. Order a t-shirt. Look at my tour dates. Whatever the fuck it is that you do. Go to the Onnit box and press in. Yo, Zombo.
Church.
CHURCH and get 10% off. Number 2, my favorite people in the world. If you've been watching, you've been hitting me. You know I'm hitting this fucking Hitty Sig cigar right there. This is what pimps smoke. We ain't fucking around no more. Hitty Cigs don't stop there either. You're thinking about quitting smoking? January's coming. What are you going to give up? What have you fucking done? What the fuck have you done? John Lennon on the 20. You don't hear fucking that song. You don't hear Where This Is Christmas. Do you ever hear Where This Is Christmas? No. You don't hear it till the 20th. Once you hear Where This Is Christmas, you're done. If you haven't done dick that year, you feel like fucking shit. Because every year John Lennon comes on, and on the 20th of December, he asks you, so this is Christmas. What the fuck have you done, you miserable fuck? You know what you're going to do? You're going to quit smoking this year. That's what you're going to do. You're going to quit smoking cigarettes. You know how you're going to do it? You're going to go to hittycigs.com. You're going to pick a cigarette, 24 milligrams. It goes down to 16. It goes down to 8, then to 0. You'll be off those fucking cancer sticks. You'll be smoking vapor, living like a doctor. You have more endurance. Your dick will work. Who's better than you? You don't stink no more. You ever smell your fucking fingers? You fucking wiping your ass. You got cigarette nicotine on your fingers, and you go home and you want to touch people. You filthy fuck. Go to hittycigs.com. They also come in different flavors. Go to hittycigs.com and press in
Joey's Church.
Joey's Church. Joey's Church. Apostrophe S.
No,
straight
no,
up.
no apostrophe.
No apostrophes. Joey's
Fuck it.
Church, and get what off?
20%.
Who's better than you? Not 10%, but
20.
there ain't a Jew in America that'll give you that deal. Eddie Sig said, fuck, we'll push it. 20 fucking, these things taste tremendous. They last longer, guaranteed. 1,200 fucking puffs. You think one of those things you buy over the counter at 7-Eleven from those fucking terrorists give you 1,200 fucking pumps? Fuck no. Go to hittycigs.com and get 20% off right now. Go to joeydiaz.net. Go to hittycigs.com. What do you put in the box?
Joey's Church.
Boom! And get 20% off.
I don't think you've changed that one since we've had them, have you?
No, that's fucking tremendous. I think I got like 2 that I move around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the fucking hooker smoked this one night, so God knows what's in the holes. She might have fucking collagen or something. Or fucking old man's pubic fucking. Well, you never had a pubic hair in your mouth?
I don't know, man's.
What's the difference between you and some old man? Pubic hair falls out, the chick eats it. What the fuck, Lee? You see what happens tonight? When you get stoned, the show goes to fucking dead. Steve Simone, out of all the people I don't wish this to, I wish you all the luck in the world with this.
Thank you, Joey.
I taped your stand-up revolution. I haven't watched it yet. I was going to try to watch it today, but the baby was going ache. Just to tell you what I really thought, but I know what I'm going to think. It was fucking sensational. Were you happy with it?
I'm going to be happy when Gabe's going to tweet out the unedited version. So I was just happy to be on there.
What's the difference in time?
They took 10 minutes and cut it down to 5.
What do you expect?
That's it. Yeah, they did the best they could do.
And a guy like you's a storyteller.
Yeah, so they cut out.
So it kind of hurts.
You know, yeah, it hurts. Yeah, I did one bit for
but
10 minutes.
We learned a valuable lesson, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
And if you got on Comedy Central one time, you'll get on HBO the next.
Let's hope.
That's the type of motherfucker you are. You know what I'm saying?
Let's hope.
That's how we do it here. We look for the next fucking step. Fuck behind or what happened or what didn't happen. It's what the fuck you got to do tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay? What the fuck you got to do tomorrow? What the fuck have you done, cocksucker? You flew back today. I give you kudos, and you made it tonight.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to miss this.
That's because I love you, Lisa. Yeah, we don't fuck around. We take it to the next level here
Always.
on the church of what's happening now. It's like I told you, this week I'll be at the Punchline. Next week I'll be in Helium, Portland. The week after that I'll be in fucking Helium, Philly.
Oh, that's great.
With my main man, and I'm going to bring him a little fucking present from the bakery. Some Italian cookies, maybe some fucking Philly cheesecake, whatever the fuck they got.
Cheesesteak.
Cheesecake, cheesesteak. What are you, Johnny Menus all of a sudden? What the fuck? All of a sudden you want to interact here, cocksucker. Nobody asked you to fucking correct me? Anyway.
Johnny Menus.
Johnny Menus. It was Johnny Menus. I love you guys. Stay black. Have a great fucking Tuesday. Don't forget to tell your friends to stay black too and go fuck themselves. I love you guys. Have a great night. Steve, throw him a kiss. Where you at?
Thank you, Joey. Reno this week, the album Remember This. I love you, Joey.
I love
is
you
the
too.
Best. Thank you.
What about you, fucko?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, my main man?
I'm good.
You gonna be all right tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go home.
Shit, yeah, you're as tough as fucking nails. What I tell you, it was 10 milligrams.
It was not 10 milligrams. At least give me the credit I've earned.
Maybe 12.
Maybe
12. But I still love you. You're a savage.
I love you too, buddy.
God damn it. All right. Stay
What?
black.
Okay.
I forgot something.
Okay. Now that the show's over, don't forget to go sign up at onit.com. They have the Stay On It program where they send it straight to your house. Use code word church to get 10% off. If you go, and also go to hitecigs.com. That's hitecigs.com. Better tasting, longer lasting. The proof is in the vape. They have e-cigarettes and e-cigars. Use code word Joey's Church to get 20% off.